conspiracy, synchronicity, Sasquatch, homunculus, alien races, Satanism in Hollywood, MK Ultra, Tartaria.
There's like a whole. I've been watching this one guy.
Close the door, Jury! Close your door!
What's the
Inner Earth Disagreements. Ghost Dad! I like that movie. Dogman. Bohemian Grove. Magicians are demons. Spirit summonings. Paralysis. Muslim Islamicist. The gender spectrum. Yes. Alternative history. Shadow people. Shh, quiet, I'm trying to say words with the mouth. It's getting dicey out there. Poltergeists. It's cool. Anunnaki. What is the moon? Elf Tower.
I would never talk about it. That's old.
Y2K. Cover-ups. Apocalyptic
Catastrophes.
Vampire.
Hey.
Vampire.
Ooh. All right, John, I'm gonna transition to you. Are you ready?
Ready.
It's gonna be so awesome. Watch this fade. Oh, it didn't fade at all.
Nope, that was a right.
Oh, I was supposed
Great
to do a
cut.
dissolve. Oh well.
Hey everybody.
Wait, I hear an echo. Oh, that's you. Oh, that's me.
Yo, Jet.
So professional. We almost got away with like a professional beginning.
That would have been.
Well, it's only what is this? Our third live stream.
Yeah.
Are we live?
This is the first
We're
one in our
live.
new studio too.
Hey everybody.
Hey, awesome people who are here already and on time more than we were. That's for sure.
It's a great dance, John. All right, we can't watch the delay. It's
Yeah,
distracting.
That is
just so
gonna
you
be
guys know, I
distracting.
think it's like a 20-second delay that you guys have out there. So sorry.
Yeah,
So
if
if
you-
we respond to you, it'll be a little late.
If there's comments coming in, which we will check in with you guys, it's a little weird when it's that long. I
Yeah,
feel like.
and we'll probably miss some because
Oh, yeah.
we'll be presenting some stuff too.
Talk
So-
amongst yourselves as we
Yeah.
go through the show.
Yeah, this dashboard's handy. I can see all your guys' chats and I can see us, but it's how was that delay? Yeah, it's like 20 seconds. So
Should we mention the weird?
Hey guys.
The weird
Ben, all right.
auto switching maybe.
oh yeah, okay. Here's another thing, just a little housekeeping, as they say. The switching that is happening, we don't have someone to help
producer?
us. Yeah, we don't have anyone in a booth like switching us around.
So we
So
don't got no Jamies.
we got no Jamies, we got no elves. We do have an autopilot button, and so it may not be great. It may not be super effective. Like, a lot of times it seems like I'm talking and
It's
it goes
supposed
to
to
John.
be voice activated and it's
Yeah.
supposed to switch to the people that are talking, but a lot of it, what's
of it just
happening
goes
right
to
now,
John, I've
it's
noticed.
like it'll just show the reaction of someone as the other person's talking. So
Well, we'll see. Hopefully things go a little more streamlined than in our dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
yes,
Well, let me just say hi real quick to a few people that were here that got here.
Let's do.
Of course, Aaron was here right at the beginning. Aaron, Francesconi,
What?
Heckят, Jacob Steele, Adam Gustafson,
what?
Thomas Kerwin. I feel this is starting to feel like the thing we do on this show.
The thank yous.
Yeah, you guys are all awesome. Scary Tree Podcast, Cameron Kaczynski, Thomas Kerwin. I said him. This is another thing too, because it's a chat, so there are multiple names. Anyways, thank you everyone
Sid Ben?
for who's here.
Yeah. Emily McMahon.
Emily McMahon, familiar names. Megan McMahon, Stephen Fraser, Zach Smith. Thank you everybody who is here.
Thanks for coming, everybody. This is our third live stream.
Yeah, and this is the first one I think I would say kind of prepared for.
This is our new room. We hope you like the background.
This is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Martin just said he noticed that it is a quail on the table behind me.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know if anyone would pick. I don't like quails specifically.
It's a
but,
haunted quail.
It's it's for my grandma. Anyway, so what are we getting into today, guys? How do we want
We've
to
got-
get the ball going here?
We've got a series of interesting videos.
Yes.
This is the first time. No, we played videos last time, didn't we? We played a few.
It's been so long.
Oh, we did. We did. That tornado one that you loved so much.
Yeah. We've got more this time. We've
Yeah.
got some fun, creepy, paranormal.
Yeah, we got some ghosts of the spooky type. We also have some Dogman sightings
have a
in
Dogman
backyards.
sighting?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know how
what?
legit it is.
Oh,
You guys
you
will have
figure
to
out, okay.
decide.
Oh, did you see? Is that the one that I sent you?
Yeah, and
I know
then-
that one's. I gave mixed feelings about
It
it.
seems a little unlikely.
Don't say that.
Okay, well, you guys can judge. Also, we have some news we're going to cover, I think. Should be some interesting stuff. You brought up something, John, that I saw drop a couple days ago on my little news feed because I apparently follow space news in my news because the little like Apple News thing doesn't give you a lot of options when it comes to really interesting, in my opinion, interesting news.
Yeah,
It's always
space
the same
or
shit that they push.
politics or
Yeah. So, but the space is like the closest thing I can find to like, to me, interesting sort of news. So,
Space Force.
so I get a lot of space news. But the one with the Mau Mau, remember that? We did Mau Mau last year.
Bow Bow.
Yeah, and I think probably a lot of our listeners have heard that. Well, we'll pull up the story and do it later. But the guy who initially was pushing that, I think he was Harvard or Cornell or some school better than the one I went
Oh,
to.
that's the long like sausage
the
leg.
one that looks like a big turd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that someone said that it was. Oh, should I wait?
Yeah. Well,
Are
we
you just
talked
previewing right
about
now?
it. Yeah, just give a quick preview about this.
diving in.
Well, I'm feeling the energy.
Okay, it's good. I like it.
The Mau Mau We talked about it last season, and when we were discussing it, it was when it was first passing through our solar system, and most people were saying it was, it was. Everybody agreed that it was like the first. I really should probably be reading the article, but everybody agreed that it was the first sort of extra. What's the term for that? Out of our solar system. No, it's obviously extra.
Extra solar.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was passing through, and a lot of people thought maybe because of its trajectory, it was of some intelligent design. And I think one of the nails in the coffin for this idea, in a good way.
Ooh, I know. Can I say?
Go ahead.
As you told me this the other day, as it passed the sun, it accelerated.
Oh, right.
In space.
Like Stargate Universe. Have you ever saw that show?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's.
We'll
not
save
dive
it. We'll save it.
too
We
far
We
into
just
it.
said it all. Is there
No,
more?
there's
to
a
it?
No,
lot.
there's
Okay.
more.
Okay.
There's more.
Oh, there's
Well,
more.
I'm excited, kind of.
And our country's burning down.
Let's go ahead and distract from that.
Never mind that little piece.
It'll all be fun. You know the news.
Yeah.
They like
Go back to bed,
They
America.
like to blow things
Go
up.
back to bed.
Bill Hicks? Was that Bill Hicks? Go back to bed, America.
Could have been.
Anyways,
You know it was. So, okay, so do we want to...
Thanks, Tammy Andrews.
Oh, what?
Oh, cool
Oh, in the
studio.
chat?
We've been,
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, guys, for liking... Thank you for
these
liking the
guys
studios.
spent
Thomas Kerwin, Space is Fake. What?
spent a long
You
time
gotta put that out there.
getting it ready for you. These guys.
Oh, thanks, John.
And they did a really good job. I like it a lot. It looks good with all the.
This is a room within a room. This is inside Jeremy and I's.
Yeah, I was actually going to take a picture of the outside because we have... The shot you guys can't see are blankets. Well, they're moving blankets to help cushion the sound. But if you look from the outside, it looks like the old blanket forts we used to build as kids
pretty
together.
much.
A little
Play
bigger.
like Donkey Kong and Nintendo.
Little
We're
bigger with
basically
cooler stuff
streaming
inside.
from a big pillow fort right now.
Yes. It's kind of awesome. Feels good. It feels cozy.
I do. I like it.
Cozy
Yeah.
with you guys. Yeah. So thanks for the kind words on the studio.
Yeah, and thanks for being here for this virgin voyage into the new studio space.
Virgin Voyage.
Should you guys want to do a video, or what are you thinking?
Yeah. Let's start it off with a good one.
All right. What do you want to do, John? Do you want to do one of the ones you sent me?
Let's do the ghost running through the.
That's a good.
That is a good one.
Do you want to do? Okay, so you saw this on somebody else's YouTube channel, and then I found the original video. We can do that one, and then we can jump to because I like how the guy did it. Grim Reaper, I think, is his name, which is a great
Grim
name.
Reefar.
Grim Reefer? Like pot?
I think that's the joke.
Oh, then
Yeah.
you said Refar, so that maybe it's like
Well, he
Middle
had
Eastern,
to
or-
change his name. It was
Oh.
Reefer, and
You know
like,
Why?
this? How do you know this? You know this guy?
because the guy that I saw the video from, he talked about this guy and said that his channel kept getting banned.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
So
Free
He had-
world.
it was Grim Reefer, and now it's Reefar.
Oh,
Grim
gosh.
Reefar. Yeah.
I guess you gotta. I don't know. It's a crazy.
All right.
world.
Well, anyways, in this video,
Dangerous paranormal videos.
yeah, really.
Dangerous to society.
just the word, just having words out there like reefer. You know.
Well,
it's
I've
gonna
heard other
program
channels-
And that's
people.
not why, though.
Oh well. Oh, he changed his name for anonymity, like to get away
No,
from the previous
because
name.
well, yeah, they banned his channel, so
I
he
thought-
had to come up with a different
oh,
name.
I thought you
It
meant he banned
wasn't-
it because of the word reefer.
Yeah.
No, they banned it
Oh.
for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why, but
Probably violence.
Well, they might not. Could they
Maybe.
have censored it because of the name? Like, I know they do really dumb things. Like, even we all know like the crazy censorship they do, but they also for people who just have an image. I know what was the one guy who's got a great channel, Paranormal Junkie,
Mhm.
but he would put in just still images of people going
Oh yeah. I love Paranormal
things
Junkie.
like that.
He has a good channel, but he got demonetized because he had werewolves or something, and that was violence.
I think they're just trying to get rid of people, to be honest.
Well,
at
yeah,
this
it's
point.
probably easier. you
It's
know.
yeah, they're trying to focus it on authoritative sources,
Right.
which is
Just like
you
the
know,
TV.
like
just like
the
boob tube.
they're doing like news and then actual channels like National Geographic, and so eventually
real-
it'll turn into something like
Real
Netflix.
quick to interrupt, someone had a question and said that they can't see the video. Is it just him? That's Stephen Fraser.
Oh, Steven.
The video.
yeah.
I think
We don't have.
Oh,
we
that's a
haven't
while
played a video.
back. Let's see. Never mind. It's there. I
Oh.
had to scroll down. Sorry, guys.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think it stalled or something, and it just had to refresh
Oh,
once we
okay.
started.
The first one.
Yeah, I gotta
intro?
say, John, I don't like that you look like you're looking at me through a sniper or assault rifle because your boom mic has like a little
It's
hole.
weird.
In it.
I
That's
don't
your
really,
right. Your
I
eye
don't really
is.
notice it.
I do. I can't see your mouth or your only one eye. That's all I have to identify you as my brother. Okay, that's a little better. Hey. Okay.
That is a little weird. Maybe we can fix that
Yeah.
another time since it's screwed into the table now.
That's where you pointed me to screw it in.
Well, it made sense at the
Okay.
time.
I worried about that. I should have checked it. But yeah. So if you guys notice, we are officially. We were in the same room last time, but people couldn't
Okay,
tell.
let's move to the video.
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's keep on track. I keep forgetting that there are people that are watching this that are not live eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
But this is just for members right now.
Right.
So
All right. Let me get this up before Jeremy cues over to me.
Okay.
All right. So you want to do which one was it, John?
I think it's like the ghost running through the backyard thingy.
Ghost running through the backyard thingy.
I mean, that's not what it's titled.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay. This one is pretty fantastic.
Oopsies.
Okay, so this original was posted by.
Okay, sorry. Everyone says they cannot listen to us until they figure out what that thing behind on the wall is. A Cthulhu rocket was one suggestion.
What? What thing?
Oh, is it that? It might be your weird elephant god.
I think is that Ganesh?
That's possessed by.
Yeah, John does
demon.
not like this. So point
That
to
was
it.
what was haunting my house.
Point to it, Chris.
And that's why
Him?
they have nightmares all the time.
Oh, I didn't know when I got it that it was. I think it's Ganesh, right? Isn't he the elephant, the Hindu elephant god?
Yeah, but he doesn't have.
He's a nice guy.
Doesn't he have like 4 trunks? Or I guess that's arms.
His lost soul's trapped in him.
There are no lost souls in there, John.
Sorry to tell you.
It is a wooden mask received from a secondhand store.
Yes, that is it. There's no story behind it, unless who knows where it came from before that. It was a secondhand.
What do you mean that's the
sounds
end
like the
of the
beginning of
story?
an Are You Afraid of the
Pretty
Dark
sure
episode.
it came from India or Indonesia, perhaps.
We have been having strange goings-ons in here.
Yeah.
I told you.
He's fine.
So now you know. Now I hope that you can listen. It is kind of a weird image, especially at that angle. You can't see the eyes really.
Yeah.
So I hope that's interesting.
Let's get into it.
So
Let's get into
the original poster from this. Oh, where is that? I can't. Okay, was posted by Queen Key, Kii. I have the original. We'll put the original video in as well as the one from. I'm just gonna call him Grim
Reaper.
because that's what he wanted his name to be.
Reefar.
All right, so I think I'm at the right spot. You guys want to watch this? Let's check it out. So, any background to this? When we saw this, well, you'll be able to make.
I can kind of tell.
You want to talk, John?
This is a guy that this is all allegedly, but I think the cool thing about this video is that it's obviously not like it's not like, because some videos you can tell that like there's someone else that could be
set it up,
helping set it up. Whatever this is, it doesn't look like photo or any
Photoshop
sort
or
of
After Effects,
any sort of manipulation of the video. And the guy seems genuinely freaked out because he's having issues with like hearing noises outside his house. And
I love this guy too.
Yeah,
He's
does
a fun character.
Yes.
Oh, is this the one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
But it's
I'll have
the
my
ghost.
thoughts.
Okay, let's not
just play
spoil
it.
anymore.
All right.
Let's see what you guys
Let's
think.
play it.
I'm going to transition over here. Oh, got to stop the auto switch. There we go. Learning all things all the time. Should go over now.
Ready?
And it's unmuted, right?
Yep.
And show y'all that the picture came from in the back of my fucking yard.
Oh, this one's awesome. Let me know if you guys can see this okay.
Is it on me or is it on?
You just changed the view window.
Oh.
I want to be there right now. Well, it looks nice.
That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard.
Get ready.
Zoom it in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just.
Oh yeah.
Okay, stop.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's crazy.
So then he replays it.
Listen, dog. What in the fuck?
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it did.
No, it hasn't.
John, it did.
Just let it play.
And they replay it.
Chris, what's wrong with your phone?
The picture came from
Never mind.
in the back of my fucking yard. Let me see if I can flip this bitch around.
There we go.
Okay.
That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm zoom it in a little piece.
It is weird that he knows where to zoom, though.
This is the exact spot that I just. Hold on.
What's going on, dude? I haven't seen it once yet.
Dude, we've seen it twice.
Okay, no. Okay, so here.
Oh, Jeremy keeps going away from the video.
Sorry, John. I was playing the YouTube. I didn't realize it was a YouTube
Yeah,
screen. so it's
something
some
weird
delay.
is going because there's an audio delay
Yeah.
that's messing it up.
Yeah, it's. There you go.
All right, they're going to zoom in here.
That's my backyard.
Okay.
Zoom it in a
There we
little
go.
guys. Jeremy's fault.
This is the exact spot that I just.
There he goes.
Still no.
That is a ghost of a giant emu. That's what that looks
It
like.
does
to
kind of
me.
look like that.
He says.
They
He's,
slow it down, right?
Yeah.
That motherfucking
Enhance.
spot now. That's my backyard. Zoom it in a
slow it down.
This is the exact spot that I just.
Something's weird with the audio.
What do you mean? Well, this is going to be delayed, John. You're watching the.
He responds to
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really throws it all off.
There it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, John. I forgot. I'm watching it in real time. You're just seeing the delay.
Yeah, that really is difficult to.
There's a delay with the HDMI though.
There's not. He's watching the. That's crazy.
Sorry, we're still working through a few technical
Look, John. Here's the
problems.
slowdown.
Right, I know, but
Yeah.
the audio throws it off because
Yeah.
he gets excited before I actually see it. And it's making
Glimmer emu, says Thomas Kerwin. Yes.
Glimmer emu, perfect.
Right? Did it look like a giant emu? Didn't
Yes,
it?
it,
Glimmer
does-
Man.
it
Ghost?
reminds me of one of those ghosts from Ghostbusters.
It's like what Glimmer Man
those
rides.
Long, like tall, like lanky
Yeah.
things.
Wait, what? From Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Tall, long,
I
lanky.
feel like because like I feel like I saw. Remember in Ghostbusters, one of them there'd be like these tall ones that would like be long at the bottom and they'd go really fast. Maybe that was just a nightmare I had.
It could have been. Could be in there. I don't remember that from Ghostbusters. Maybe.
I had a hard time with that one because it threw me off.
Yeah,
with
sorry,
the delay.
John. So everything we see on the big screen here for John
It's our monitor.
Jeremy to review.
We're gonna have to figure out a way around that.
We could just get an HDMI splitter for what Chris plays for video and just put it on the screen for that.
But the one thing, watching that again, because I do think it's a really good video, and it also, you're right, I think the quality, that it's on his phone, and it seems like it just seems like it wouldn't be something, obviously it's not done something in real time. Maybe potentially you could, if he has a friend who's really good at visual effects, you could say that. But what's weird to me, the one thing that makes it seem a little less authentic is that he's like, this is my backyard, I'm going to zoom in right here.
Yeah.
And then it runs through there. That's the thing I see a lot
Right.
in
Yeah, I
fake
know what you're
visual
saying.
effects ones where it's like, why did he turn there for a second? You know, it could just be that's where the noises were coming from that he was hearing and it was very specific.
Right.
But then again, that's weird that it kind of runs through that area and it's not just in
You
that
don't think he'd
area.
be like, "This is my backyard." He'd just be like,
No, he'd say this is my backyard, but then he zooms into a spot.
"No, that was zoomed in."
He zooms in on his phone first before Grim Reaper. I almost
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure. Let me check.
Let's
So-
just move on to the next one.
Yeah. I guess a lot of people, and if they're talking about this video we just played, it is
Debunked?
well. Was that referred to as a Dogman video?
No.
Okay, I think some people were talking about it as. See, I saw this. A lot of people thought it was a Dogman. Okay, that was Stephen Fraser. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't. What's so weird to me is it does not look like a Dogman at all.
No. It's like an apparition.
It's definitely-
wispy, like
Yeah.
It's like a ghost of a velociraptor.
Wait, I wonder if he
Almost
marked.
looks like a dinosaur.
It
I wonder
does. I
if
mean, like a large bird.
Grim Reaper marked it as a potential dog, but I doubt it.
Here's another idea. This
We
could,
talked about it having a Dogman video. Maybe that's why.
no. People had suggested. I guess there's even a subreddit
Oh.
on it. I guess
Really? A
unless
dog?
if they're
Why?
talking about this video.
It doesn't make sense. Are you sure that's the right one?
Yeah. No. It's really hard to keep track of like the comments and
I know. The
pay
delay
attention.
is really difficult to manage, I feel like.
You know what? If we get a, I wonder if we boost our fiber wire amount, we can get
Possible.
a faster
Yeah, we can
delay or less intense
Maybe.
delay.
we can figure that out later.
We can just invite everybody here and just do it live in person.
Just come.
Masks
to our-
off. Come hang
into
out.
the
Studio.
hole.
Well, anyways, I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah. No, okay. So
But-
two theories I had looking at that were one, ghost of a. If you want to, believe in dinosaurs, Chris, as we all do. I know, but the idea that this is an apparition of something you never see that you don't see like apparitions of like extinct animals, at least not on tape. You don't hear
Yes,
stories about it, but
right.
it's an interesting idea. It's kind of a cool idea.
You do hear about it though.
Even the stone tape theory.
I mean, it's rare and it's something not super reported on, but there's a lot of people who collect these stories and write about T-Rexes in Australia. I mean, that guy's got some credibility issues, but there's a lot of people that do talk about. I mean, I always wonder like if the things when we see pterodactyl sightings in a small area in England that only happen for a short period of time or something like that. Is it possible? Window area, sure, but it could be ghosts of dinosaurs. I mean, I like the window idea
Maybe.
more, but
The window. That's another possibility is that there was like a thinning at that point. That maybe it was just a dimensional
A thinny.
right, a thinning.
And it was a thinny then.
It was a thinny. Yeah, but I was doing the
Yeah.
verb.
don't pretend you read Stephen King, John.
But an overlap, slight overlap. We could see a hint into that. Who knows?
Who
Possible.
knows?
But it is a cool video and very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
one of
thought
the
it
more
was
unique
pretty unique.
videos. Yeah,
I liked it.
I liked it.
Did you guys like it? We will know in 45 seconds, so we probably won't see your comment.
I know.
This is tough. That's yeah.
Well, maybe there's some comments here we can get to before the next episode.
There were some pretty funny ones.
Tammy says, I have to say it does look like a Dogman. Oh, there's that one. Okay, did you read hers before? Or was it Steven's? Either way, it's interesting. I wonder why people think it looks like a Dogman. I guess the height maybe, and that it's running. But to me, it looks more like a wispy.
It's big-bodied. Well, that's what Megan McMinn said, I felt like it was really tall. I mean to be a crackhead, because the previous person suggested it might have been a crackhead or a Dogman.
Crackhead.
I'm just going to go.
We're trying to figure out, this is complex. But yeah, the chat is, that's the problem, is the chat is like fun to watch. Like it's a lot of good comments in there. So I'm trying not to be distracted by it.
Yeah.
Be in the moment.
Especially since it's so delayed. I hope that we can figure
We'll figure it out.
Like even 10 seconds would be better, but right now it's like 20 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I mean, look at this. Look at I think the setup is way better. Last time we did it, I
don't know how I'm going to do this, because right now, looking at it on this is impossible unless the audio is off.
Well, if you think about it, it's the audio. You don't really need to hear anything.
Yeah, but it totally throws it off. If you hear the audio and you see, especially in some of these other ones that are focused
just
on
ignore
audio.
the audio and just
No,
look
but
at the
the
visual.
audio is a big part of it.
It's only off by, John, if you look at it, it's only off by like a second and a half. What you were watching at first was, I was actually showing you the YouTube.
Yeah, Jeremy went away from the viewer of what people were seeing.
I know, but it's still like it's not fun to watch. What are you watching?
Right now we're watching it on the
I know, but you're watching it in real time?
Just me.
I'm watching it like
Just me.
you and I are both watching it there. It's like a second off.
Well, it is what it is.
Anyways, they get to see it in
they
their
get
real
to
time.
see it in real time,
Yes.
so that's
Just
all that
pretend that
matters.
John's reactions are on time.
I'm gonna go.
All right, let's go to another one. Let's do another one. Huh?
What are you thinking, Jared? Do you want to do one of yours? Did you set me up for me?
Did I set me up for you?
You were going to hop on my computer?
I sent you a link to it.
Oh, Jeremy.
I'm just gonna, when you play it, I'm just gonna come over here.
John's gonna leave? Yeah, then everyone knows we're in the same room.
I guess it is
You
interactive.
can watch it. Chris, why don't you play another
Why
one
don't you
of yours?
stand here, John, so people can see you and your reaction? Just
Yeah, okay, you know what? You can
kneel behind me.
You can play, I think this is probably those,
It's going to be a good crotch shot.
those people that believe in Bigfoot,
Yeah.
which are a large number of our audience, I think, will be interested in this. I think that this is, I mean, it looks legit ape to me. This is the best evidence, I believe, for a great ape in North America.
Do you have a way
ever
to-
seen?
Is there a way to zoom in on this? Because the video I saw before was zoomed in. You could really make out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the original video, and it's not. You don't have quite.
It's
the
not
zoom
zoomed in. For an enhanced version, we can either play it after, or we can just give a link in the description. But
Oh, yeah, we'll play this.
This itself, you can tell that to me, it looks like some kind of ape. Was it Josh Hutchinson? Hutchinson?
Yeah, Josh Highcliffe, and one
Josh
of the things.
Highcliffe.
Well, and we'll have his page in there. And this is the thing. I think it might be him. Several of these people with videos were
It's
playing.
his only video.
The only video. So it just
On his
gives it more
YouTube
credibility.
channel.
Or it's like there was another guy, I don't know if he included his, but he had a fishing channel. And there's like one paranormal video that's on there. I think that always gives it a little more credibility.
Yeah.
They're not all, they're not, this, their
Same
career
with
is
like
not.
the Reddit stories.
Right.
Like
Like
they
if we.
didn't sign up, like it's just they don't have a bunch of
Right.
weird mystery.
Like
mysterious
everything
stories.
happens to them that's
Right.
odd. Like if we ever had a really good ghost video, like, we're honest, but I could see why people
We're
would.
very honest.
I could see why people would say, well, they do a paranormal show. It could easily be a ploy for some sort of,
Yeah.
fame and fortune.
That's the tricky spot. That's the tricky spot you're in when you're like a ghost hunter and you actually find something. It's like, they probably faked it. They're in it for
I know
the
that's
money.
tough. That's tough.
But that's also your job. So that's kind of a tricky spot to be in.
Right.
But
Anyways,
Right,
Josh
right.
Highcliffe has neither credibility concerns. So why don't we play his video here? And this is the full video. It's only 2 minutes. So, okay. Should we give a little summary of what is happening here in case there's a little visibility issue at all, or just play it?
Visibility? Yeah, I mean, we can basically
look in for the dark figure in the forest, and you'll hear the sounds too. Yes, John.
Can I screen share with you somehow? Probably not.
there would still be a delay.
If I got
I don't think
directly from Chris's-
audio is going to matter this much in this
Okay.
one. You will hear a rip of the tree as he breaks it.
And a hit.
And
So
a-
that will throw it off, but that's okay.
I'm gonna.
This is for you guys, not for
Well,
us.
you can't really see his specific movements very well. So basically, you're getting a look at the back of this creature. I think it looks like a giant ape. And they say at one point, when it stood, it was from his perspective like 7 foot tall. But it definitely looks like a straight ape to me from the back. But there's at one point, I think he hits the tree, and it sounds. What's crazy is you'll see when he hits it, it's like he barely moves his hand, but it's a hard hit. So if it's a guy in a suit, it's weird. He also is like ripping part of the tree
You
off.
can hear it break.
Like it looks like he's biting. Like at one point you could see him put like something to his mouth, like he's eating grubs from behind the bark. It's just really real to me. It could be a great hoax from some guy who just put up one video one random time, but I don't know. It seems to me that it's very likely to be real.
Well, why don't we play it?
Does it say where it takes place? It looks like it's in the swamp area. Maybe.
Let's see. What does Josh Highcliff say? That's a great last name too. Oops. Let's hope there wasn't anything weird on that desktop.
I just realized I have the power to silence you, Jeremy.
Were you thinking that
Why
because
is
he was
that like-
talking so long?
Why is that like
Rude.
something that you would?
Okay, so Josh Highcliff, as he posted this video on YouTube, his only one and only YouTube post, he said, "Here is exactly what I saw or seen. I'm not sure what it is, but can someone please tell me? There is a person who can do video analysis or something. I got scared and ran away. I wish I stayed to keep taking the movie. Sorry, it's interestingly written."
Make sure it's full screen when you play it.
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go.
Let's dive into the
Full
forest
screen
with
that
Josh
stuff.
Highcliff. So it's center left there.
Can you blow that up, dude?
Can you, Chris? I don't know. Do you have that power to do that?
Enhance.
I mean, I can.
Enhance. You hear that crack there?
Full window view.
Oh, for you, yeah. Look at that.
Whoa.
Did you hear that crack as he's pulling the tree? Here is where I pushed the record button by accident and the clip stopped. He starts it again.
I don't see it.
It's the base
Center
of that tree.
left there.
Big black blob.
You'll see when he starts moving again. We'll put the enhanced version in the show notes because when he rips it, you can see him, the force of his arm moving, and it just pulls a chunk of that tree off. And next time we'll enhance our own videos. We have more time. I think he's about to stand up.
Whoa. Is that a
It
bear?
just moves like an animal. It almost has a conical head, at least from
And in the enhanced version, you can see him actually eating things from the.
right now,
grubs
he's
or
like grabbing stuff. Looks like he's putting.
yeah. That's where he eats something. Little yum yums.
Yeah, that's.
Little yum yums. Any second now, he's gonna stand all the way up. And he shoots him in the head.
It's like okay, that would be terrifying.
I like that. I mean,
Man, I forgot to grab one of the videos to remind me of. Anyways, go ahead.
I think I like that too. At the end, he says like, "I just had to get the hell out of there at that point." Because if you believe a story, which
Yeah.
you know, obviously, I think are we back on us, Jer?
We're back.
Okay. Obviously, you could say he did one video ever, and he did it for some reason, and had a friend get in a suit, and they found a tree that broke easily.
Yeah,
I mean, that's always a and maybe he wasn't that tall, just looked like he could be that tall from that distance.
It was kind of hard to tell the dimension.
Right.
But, and it is yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. But
What did someone said? Okay, proof of Bigfoot. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's sarcasm.
Thomas
or not.
Kerwin
Oh.
said, "Proof of Bigfoot, the whole wins."
proof of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That was a great video. We
whole
didn't
wins.
shoot it, but we
Yeah.
provided it to you guys. So definitely check out. We'll put in the show notes after this is all over, where you can find the original video. But yeah,
Emily, we'll play it
What a
Yeah,
again.
guest.
there's going to be a lot of like iffy stuff on the show, but it's just fun, you know. Don't hold us
I
that
think
we're
they know
all
that. It's
saying that this
live.
is
Yeah.
all we back everything that's going on
yeah.
here.
well, it's,
Well,
it's a live conversation, and we're going to be honest about what we see.
Right.
Obviously.
Well, I think patrons at this point are going to know that that's what we do.
That's true.
We tell it how we see it, but
Mhm.
nothing is gospel truth because we are not,
Well, no one really knows.
prophesizers.
No one really knows
No,
anything.
all of this is real, 100%.
Everything is real.
Everything you see today.
Everything is real.
real.
I believe that most things are real.
I
But
think
at
the
the same
key-
time, I don't believe that I know anything for sure.
I think
Right.
the key to be a belief holder is that you want to believe. You're a
That's
molder at
true.
heart. You
I
know.
like that, Chris.
And it's not the no hole. That's another important point.
Yes.
We don't know for sure.
the no hole.
You know, it's what you believe. It's what seems likely to you and the conversation therein.
True.
You know? That's what it's all about.
True. Any comments
The
we want
true
to
hole.
read?
The truth hole.
Truthful.
Oh wait, so Casey Winter, I remember this one, and I remember people saying it wasn't where the poster said. Somewhere on southeast coast, I think, because of the plants in the frame when he ran.
It looks Floridian. It could be
pretty
like
specific critique from. I mean, if it's definitely possible. Well, I guess did he say where it took place?
I'm not sure. Did it say any more info?
Let's see. There is more information.
I was gonna say, listeners of the show have already seen some of these videos. And
Yeah,
might know more than we do about them.
Yeah, definitely. Because to be honest, we didn't spend a week finding the best of the best. Most.
We spent
We
most
were
of the
trying to
time
build the
getting
studio and setting
right.
it up.
ready.
When we spent like, we'd some of these videos we'd seen before and kind of marked, and then today we kind of grabbed a few. So there, we'll be doing more of these where we can spend more time finding like the most
The
unexplained.
best of the cream of the crop.
So, okay, 9 miles west of Tunica, according to him, Mississippi, on my hunting property, about 6 p.m. Well, how would the people know what his hunting property, what the vegetation was, unless it's more of like a general vegetation?
Well, if it's if he says he lives in like West Virginia, that would not fit with the video.
Well, do you know the difference in
I
plant
mean,
and
those
floras?
swamps are definitely like. I mean, that's like Floridian.
That's true.
Maybe
West
Tennessee,
Virginia
yeah.
I'm sure has swampland though.
But not like those trees that were there. Those are like what? Were those cypress trees?
They look like Louisiana.
Look like
yeah,
cypress.
definitely did.
Which
have.
makes sense with Mississippi. I feel
We
like.
are botanists
Yeah,
and
we don't know.
geographers.
We don't know.
So we know. for sure.
We know nothing.
But interesting. Yeah. We will do deeper dives on these on videos like this going forward for sure. But we're just trying to throw some interesting stuff out there.
This is all just food for thought.
Food for thought and food for eyes.
That's our
All
next
right.
next show.
That sounds so dumb.
I know.
Next time,
NPR
food for,
hosts.
I'm pretty
Food
sure
for
that is
thought.
an NPR show.
Probably.
Food for thought. Or maybe that was that SNL skit of NPR, perhaps.
Do we want to do another video, or do we want to do some news, or what are you guys thinking?
Let's do another video.
What
We
do you
got
think?
we got how many more do we have left? Like 15 or something.
Not that many. Let's see.
I was gonna get some gnome videos. I didn't grab.
we
any
can do
this
some on the fly. We don't have
Next
to. We
time.
don't have to do any that we've
I
already
did
grabbed.
bring I sent one that you're probably gonna dismiss right away.
Oh,
It's
really?
still kind of fun. It's like like a goblin in this guy's house.
Oh no, that's a great one.
Oh, you like that
Behind
one?
the dresser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Play
it's
that
a little
one.
girl.
You wanna do that
it's
one?
a little girl demon.
It
ghost.
does. It looks like a little demon. I don't know
Alright.
what
You guys-
gender it is. It's non-gender
think it's female.
conforming.
It could be. Yeah, it
If
could
you
be.
guys have your own video you want to send and have us critique, I'm going to give you Jeremy's telephone number to text him.
Did you bring any of those that got sent in?
No, we have got a great one from
The sky whale?
the sky creature entity in the
Sky
sky. The reason I didn't do that yet is because I wanted to do like a more prepared video for that because it is such a great video. What's crazy though
We
is
have
that
another one someone sent in that shows paranormal activity, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one looks pretty convincing.
from our hometown. Derek Farnsworth, I think, is his name. Sent it in.
is it Derek?
He's
think
not
it's
a
Derek.
patron, is he?
I don't know. But yeah,
Don't think
I think
so.
the ones that people sent in to us. Maybe you just said this when I wasn't listening to you speak. But I'd like to wait to do those for the main feed so that they get their
Right.
videos shown to the
Yeah,
whole
no,
world.
that makes
but
sense.
Right.
To the whole
We'll
world.
probably
whole
release some of
world.
these as clips on the main channel. We're on a Belief Hole Clips channel since apparently we're blacklisted or flatlined or whatever you
Flatline shadow band.
Shadow ban, is that? Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna grab this real quick because I apparently closed that browser window for this video. In the meantime, John, is the HDMI still silent?
It's on.
Okay, silence it for 1 second so I can find the correct timestamp for this.
I'll be right
video.
back.
Did you
You're
silence
leaving,
that?
leaving a lot,
John, did you silence? Okay.
silence it?
John, inquiring minds wants to know where you're going.
Oh, you'd like to know.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, this one's good. And
Yeah, Lauren, just so you know, Lauren M, I don't know if did you respond to that already? We will be posting links to these at the end of the I guess we probably should have posted because we can post information in the YouTube description before we even go live. So we could post these ahead of time.
yeah, when we have more
Next time, Lauren
Yeah.
and everyone, we will definitely do that. So
Jared, why don't you read some comments while I'm finding this video source here?
okay, I can do that. Let's see. Okay, Aaron Harmon says it looks like the Ocala National Forest. Perhaps. I don't know where that is, but it could be. I can Google that. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it might be if it's Mississippi, then that would correlate to the guy's tail.
Ocala National Forest. This delay is a bummer because he could just
He could have already.
easily respond to me and tell me where
I
that
know.
is. Aaron Harmon. Okay, yeah, North Orlando. See, I thought that looked like northern Florida, or at least Floridian-ish area. Okay. Corey Vandewig. Remember, there is more mysteries in this world than grains of sand in the beaches.
Yes.
John summon John back to the hole.
John's terrible quote that was a mangled.
It's not a terrible
It's just a mangled version of an actual quote, which is why it's so great.
I know.
Okay, I found it. Let me find the right timestamp here, and then we'll get to business.
Get down to business.
Yeah, great comments, guys. Sorry we can't keep up on all these, but you guys are great. Love watching them.
Are they talking to each other?
Yeah,
Having
there's
some good
yeah,
conversations.
some in convos, but some really great references on the videos and stuff too.
All right.
Should I
got this
unmute
ready.
Chris?
Yeah, you can unmute the aux. I found the spot.
Should I bring you up, Chris? the video?
1 sec.
Everyone has a task here in the belief hole. John is muting, unmuting.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what happens when
switching screens for video.
That's what happens when you don't have money for a team of production engineers to do,
or anyone.
This is
Camera.
what most YouTubers do.
Yeah.
But our show's just a little bit more involved because we have.
I think the bigger
don't
shows
know.
have like.
I think shows with multi-cast member, if you're doing I feel like it might be easier if you're at different places doing a 3-person thing, or if you're in the same room with some guy behind a computer doing the edit and stuff and pulling up clips and. Anyway,
Anywho.
we're not there yet. This is a creepy critter goblin type figure, seems to materialize out of thin air.
I like this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't say out of thin air because it seems like it peeks out from behind a dresser.
Yeah, but it came from thin air.
Yeah. Well, you don't know where it came. Well, I guess it would have had.
It
Yeah,
had
because
to
it
have come.
disappears into
And-
thin air.
Unless it's living there full time.
I just like that this is what this guy's pastime is
All right.
before he sees it.
Should I throw it up on screen?
This is the funny thing about all these I don't know what you'd call them, like real world clips,
Yeah.
where it seems like they're doing some sort of dance or
They're
something.
always
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to-
it's like- their TikTok videos are the most prevalent that I see, where it's like a shadow person back,
Yeah.
and someone's like,
It's
like,
amazing
feeling
how many
something
people think they're
ridiculous.
talented out there that just
Wow.
willing
Ooh,
to.
harsh, John.
Wow, John.
Harsh burn.
No, but I'm serious. Like there's so many people that just like to record
Well,
themselves
I feel
singing
like
or
this guy
dancing.
could have been like singing like a recording video for his daughter or something, because it's not like he put any production. He's laying on a mattress or something.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
filming on the
who
ground.
knows? Like, this might be his only video. The one thing about this again,
Be a sweet guy.
This again, you found on Grim Reaper's channel, but he didn't. This one was one of the very few I found where he didn't link. I don't know if he couldn't find it. Maybe a viewer sent it into him, but he couldn't find, or there was nothing listed as the original YouTube source. So this is just this guy,
Right.
who is an amazing dancer, and we will see
Just sorry.
this video.
I just activated the 3-second the 3-second wipe for the. This is really bad. I did not mean to do that.
Jeremy.
I was gonna do that just for Chris's video because it was ridiculous.
Just
but I'm working on it. It's my first time with
I
the
know,
auto
but
switch.
let's not be fancy dancy.
I'm not fancy.
Let's
Dan.
just stay simple. Dimple.
Sometimes you gotta take
Dad
risks.
comment.
You gotta take risks. Okay,
All right,
Chris.
shall we?
You gotta take risks.
Yeah. All right. Last wipe. You ready?
All right.
I'm wiping over.
Wipe me.
Why are you wiping?
Isn't that cool? That's it.
All right, here we go.
No
last
more
wipe.
wipes.
Yo, so guys, I've got some recent paranormal
Blow it
events
up.
captured on camera that have recently.
Oh wait, that's not the right timestamp, John.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
the
right at the beginning.
It's right at the beginning.
Oh, it is okay.
So that's the voice of the Grim Reaper.
This is the voice of the Grim Reaper who presented this video.
It's right at the very beginning.
Surfaced online,
They're
and they
thieves.
are very creepy and seem to be genuine, although we can't.
Here, I'll
The
skip it.
paranormal.
It was right there,
Dude, I just skipped ahead and now I'm right there.
Ooh.
Dude, you want to
No,
go, bro?
because you went too far.
We don't need to see the other previews of clips we're not going to play. I just skipped.
Oh
this.
yeah, there were some previews at the beginning. Thank you
Way
for
to
skipping
timestamp,
ahead.
bud.
Don't talk to me.
I won't.
Okay, let's do it. I want to see this guy go to sleepy
All
town.
right, here we go.
Singing a song.
Oh, nothing. It's weird that he'd put his phone down there first.
What do you
I
mean?
didn't notice that before. Before he looks, he puts his phone down to see if there's anything behind him.
Oh, like you could freeze frame it.
Well, wouldn't he look first?
Well, they'll play it one more time, right?
It's weird how there's nothing back there, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could cut maybe.
Let's find out.
Yeah,
Watch,
replay.
watch again.
Did you see her back there? We'll do a zoom in.
Well, the zoom in is pretty creepy.
Okay, now before he looks, he just, unless he cut it that way, which is possible. But then if he cut it, then they could have
But
just
The
moved out.
zoom in is where it looks pretty creepy, actually.
I mean, the problem to me is that there's only like an inch of
That's
space
true.
that you can't.
Unless it was like a cardboard cutout, but it looks pretty.
but
or
no,
you'll see.
when you
You'll
zoom
see.
in,
Enhance.
It's
Enhance.
real. It's real. It's
I mean,
real.
If anything, it's computer generated.
That's true.
Here it
It's
comes.
real.
Check it out. Oh, there she is, little goblin girl.
A little shy.
Slow down.
Come on out, little goblin girl. Killer soundtrack though.
I'll freeze it. Oh, I missed her.
There she is.
I'm gonna back it up here.
Sees a dark circle.
I forgot I can do this. I can actually, stop the video.
I think it zooms in, doesn't it?
That's I think as zoomed in as it gets, maybe.
No,
but that looks pretty.
I mean,
unless it's a mask.
That is a 3-dimensional.
Look at the shadow.
There's a shadow for
Even
sure.
of the hair.
Shadow for shiz. Let's see. Creepy. Look, it does look like a little goblin demon girl.
I don't know if it's perspective, but the bizarre thing to me is it doesn't look like the cabinet's out more than like a couple inches. And if that's true, how is there a person? Or
Well, there
child
wouldn't
back there?
be. It would, if anything, it would have to be a mask like drop down.
But that mask is.
pretty sick.
I mean, that's. Yeah.
It's a sick man.
Pretty sick mask, bro.
It could be. I mean, I don't know. This guy doesn't strike me as like a production director that could. I mean, maybe.
Well, again, that's the problem. We don't know anything about this guy because we don't have the original video source. We don't
It's
know.
fake.
Oh,
it's too good. This is one of the things where like it doesn't. It's not. It's too far away. Like everyone wants the best evidence, but once you get the best evidence, it's too real.
Too real, yeah.
That's like Todd Standing is Bigfoot stuff. I don't know if you've seen that. We'll
Okay.
play that at some point.
There's this woman. Let's go back to our.
Yeah, hers isn't very good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, what did you guys think? I don't know that one. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's just it suffers from being too good, and it has that kind of. It looks like a creepy girl from a movie.
There also is a big I mean, you could say it's just
fake.
a natural phenomenon of
It's
people
real.
doing TikTok video type things and things
Yeah.
appearing. You could argue that like because there's so much
Right.
so many cameras all the time, just film.
Mhm.
John, you
No,
stop it.
I'm actually agreeing with you.
I know. But let me finish my
Right,
thought. Oh
okay.
God, dear God. With so many cameras filming all the time, people doing their fun things and private activities, you could argue that you're going to capture more
private activities.
You're going to capture more paranormal events taking place because
there's probably billions of people every day.
Right. The other thing you could say is it's a fad
That's a
on
lot.
TikTok. People see these getting a lot of views on TikTok or wherever, so they try to do their own. This is just hard to know in this world. Man.
Good advice from the Induced Fear podcast. Burn it down and move on.
What does that mean?
That means I would move.
Oh,
once you're in a situation like that, if that really happened, you're gonna exit. I mean, I wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
there's so many people that stay.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, I've been here for 20 years.
How would you
It's
ever
like,
feel safe in that room again?
I would find any way.
Yeah,
to
good
get
point.
out of a
Induced
place
fear.
like that.
That's a very good point. Just get out of there.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. Yeah.
I thought he meant our podcast.
Time's up. You guys have run
I'm
your.
Sorry, I don't know if it's a man.
I've
or
got
woman.
other things that
What
I
was the
will have to
podcast called
begin.
again?
Induced Fear podcast.
Induced Fear.
Mm-hmm. Check it out.
Burn it down and move on.
Burn it down and move on.
Guys, hang it up. I know you just spent all the time building the studio.
Not what he meant.
I know, I'm joking.
What else
Or
could
she?
It's.
We don't know.
I think his name's Oscar.
Okay.
He's a good guy. If I have
yeah.
my facts
I
straight.
think he just joined us, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, yeah, as a patron. No, he's been for a little bit.
I thought we just
Oscar's
got
been
an
around for a bit.
Oscar. Oh, I think maybe we didn't. I think we just.
Everyone
I thought we
in-
just got a. Anyway.
This is gonna be interesting too because everyone in here right now is a patron,
Mhm.
and then if we do clips of this live, people obviously will be watching who are not patrons. So
Yeah.
they could sign up for the full.
What are you talking about? Let's move along.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move along.
let's
This is
move
too
on.
much
Burn
inside-
it down
too
and
much
move
inside
along.
I thought he meant this video. Like, get on with it, because I
He may have.
kind of
Maybe.
felt like we were getting
Maybe that's
going
what he
on
meant.
a little bit long there. Well, John, is there another one that you sent over you'd like me to play for the viewing audience?
What else do you got? How many do you have?
Jeremy has a couple. We could do a
Let's
do
do
a paranormal break and go with the panther or with the mountain lion video.
We could.
I feel like most people have to have seen this at this point. But then again, I feel like a lot of fans of ours have probably seen a lot of these videos.
It'd be great to do live polling during like a live stream where people could vote on what to watch. Like, do you want to see that? Or what did you think about that? Was that real?
It'd be great. It'd be great with a delay.
I'm sure they're talking about it right now, aren't they? Like amongst themselves.
Well, yeah, the previous one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just meant like, who's in the mood for what?
Brett Barrett said it's time for John to ring the bell.
Ding, ding, move along.
I think I might be able to do that.
Really?
We should at some point.
The whole podcast shuts down. Try to like rig something up. It's just like,
I think I can do that.
Transformers
Let's just
sound.
see if I can.
I like
do
Cameron stuff. That's sweet.
ding, ding, ding.
All right. Should we
Should I
go?
ring the bell and then move along?
If you just keep it to yourself. Do
I'll share it with everyone.
it.
Well, what are the other ones that I sent?
I've got the man being chased by a cougar down a trail in Utah, which I think
That one could be fun.
that one was pretty viral. So a lot of people have seen it, but it's still a pretty great
That's true.
video.
But we can all share it together.
That's true. You want to do that now, or do you want me to read you some other ones you sent me? There it is.
Did you hear it?
I don't know if I heard it in the room.
Let me try it again.
This is important.
This is
No?
The bell is on delay.
let's just move along, Jonathan.
Okay.
Let's do. You want to do Cougar Town?
Yes, let's do Cougar
Let's do
Town.
Cougar Town.
Cougar Town. That's not what it is.
I wish is there some kind of
We're just gonna play an episode of Cougar Town right now. If you've ever seen
someone
that show.
created a believable drinking game?
What?
Some kind of
Let's play it right now.
Zach just said drink.
That's a great game. I'm doing it.
I don't, that's a great game. Whenever someone says the word, no, I don't know if there was like because maybe John dinged, or that was referenced, or maybe because we were going on too long tangenting. Tangent Town might be a reason to drink. Oh my good lord! Good night, everybody.
All right.
Round 4.
Let's Cougar it up.
All right, do it.
Cougar it up, bro.
And make sure you hit full view this time because it's annoying when you don't do that.
Jen says the ratings, the rantings are actually my favorite.
Yeah, I think
So,
they're
thank you, Jen.
probably the best part.
Oh well, you would.
Why?
I don't know, because you like to talk, John.
Okay, here we go.
Don't touch me under the table.
This is from
We're too close.
Jonathan.
Oh.
You're shaking stuff.
It's a very
bro.
small
Come on,
table
buddy.
for those of you who can't see. It's very low to the ground.
What are you trying to do? Oh, because you're a taller man. I
Oh,
don't think
no,
that's
you got-
coming through here, John. It's just in the room.
I know.
It's very sad sounding. It doesn't have the.
It doesn't have
oomph.
the power that it
The
really does,
chutzpah.
which is fine. You don't have to reroute anything. We don't need the power
All
of
right.
the fail sound.
So
Okay.
All right, let's do the cougar.
this is a guy being chased in
Okay.
Utah by a mountain lion.
This
or
one's
cougar.
obviously not paranormal.
No,
but
but it's just great.
It's an intense video.
It's
Many-
long though, so I'm gonna.
Many
try
of
to
you
jump
might have
around.
seen this.
You don't. We don't have to play the whole thing.
It's 8 minutes, so I'll try.
No,
to
we're
hit
gonna
the
be skipping.
highlights.
We're gonna be skipping it.
Well, you don't even just play like the first minute and a half,
Yeah,
2
but
minutes,
but
and
it
then go to the
gets
end.
yeah, that's what I meant by jumping around.
You know what, Chris? You do you. You
I'm
figure
gonna
it out.
do me.
You're in control.
It's my birthday.
It's
we
not
go.
your
It's not
birthday.
your-
Are you switched over, Jer Bear?
No.
Do
Thank
your
you.
job.
Thank you. Switching over.
Full screen, please. Full screen.
Preview to program.
Full screen.
All right, here we go. First sees it. Look at that. Probably at first you'd be like, "Is that a cat?"
Okay, stop talking.
We can. This is part of the commentary, John.
All I hear is voice.
He says "fuck" a lot.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I would be doing the same.
I hope he speaks English.
Holy shit face.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Trying to make himself
Bullshit.
loud.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's totally authentic
There it is, yeah.
panic.
Let's get eyes on it. There it is,
No.
Yuck.
Get the fuck away.
dude.
Get the fuck away. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
You know you're done. You know, like
You get one shot. I mean, it's adrenaline
Go.
only right now.
Go. Go. No. No. Go away.
Where was this, Chris?
Go away.
Utah.
Please go away. Holy shit.
always have a gun or something. Air horn.
Go away.
It's freaky when it
Go away.
goes fast like
I'm
that.
big
Yeah.
and scary. Holy
I'm big and scary.
fuck.
See, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying
Yeah.
to be
Oh,
big,
Shit.
make a lot of noise.
Let me find the part where he jumps up.
Shit. You're a good little kitty cat.
Beautiful there,
Oh.
except for the potential death.
Can you imagine being followed for like 8 minutes
What's up, dude?
slowly by
I would
this
have had a
thing?
heart attack by now for many reasons. Health.
Holy shit.
It looks kind of small until it comes
Nice
at
and
him.
slow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Those,
Ah!
those
You can
things
hear
can
it
kill you
growling.
pretty easily, though.
Oh yeah.
I could take it.
Roar!
It's like a big Jake.
No.
I mean, if you're out there alone and that thing does
No.
come at you,
You're gonna
You're
get
done.
I'm big
cut
and
up.
scary.
I mean, you may not be dumb, but you're
I'm
gonna
big
get.
and-
I mean, if it
cut
wants
up
to
at
end
it.
you, it would end you.
And it's
Good.
it's a cat too, so you know it's
Go
gonna play
away.
with you.
Yeah.
While like pull your insides out and just like
Go
toss
Those
it
away.
around.
claws are just.
Go away. Go get your
He,
babies.
he does something at the end here. I'm like, the
I'm
whole
not
time
going
I'm thinking,
back
why
down,
doesn't
I
he do
He
promise.
this?
throws a rock.
Yeah, like,
oh
why the
well,
whole
let's
time-
ruin it for everyone.
Holy
Spoiler.
shit.
Let's skip ahead here. It's quite long.
This link will be in the show notes
I
after
want
the
to see more of it.
stream too, guys.
Babies. Holy shit.
Babies, you can.
No, go away.
John wants to watch longer.
I just
Go
want to
away.
see it do more of the jump.
There he goes.
No.
Oh my god, dude, that's so freaky.
Yeah, that's when you're like, I'm at the end.
No.
Get out of here!
Fuck
It looks
you,
like,
dude.
fuck you, dude.
Holy
That's when you feel like he wins. Like if I was in that position, I'd be like I took too long
When
trying to
it
scare him
comes
away.
at him like that, it's just so like raw
gosh,
nature.
Fuck,
Yeah.
where's
Yeah.
my gun?
Yeah, good question.
I did read a comment which makes sense. Well, I'll say after the get the conclusion of it.
Okay.
It reminds me of like a
This is when I-
snake or like a shark when
down.
it comes at him like that. Just pure
Yeah,
like terror.
instinct and
That's just raw. It's Yeah.
Go eat your babies.
Yeah, he's getting far away from his kids. Pups.
Wait, did the cat look back, kind of like thinking, like, how
Yeah,
far have I
This
gone?
guy's frustration is so.
He's getting
Tangible.
Exhausted.
He's just like, I can't believe this thing's still following me.
Yeah,
this
credit
far."
credit to this
No.
guy, man, for I don't know,
Yeah, scoot ahead a little bit.
surviving.
Come on. Ah.
Beautiful place to die.
We're getting close to the conclusion here.
He doesn't
Come on,
make it.
dude.
8 minutes of this thing following him. Or I guess 6 minutes.
Go eat your babies.
I
You're not
mean,
getting me, dude.
ah. He's
I'm
just
ready
got to
to
be
go
like,
down.
this cannot be real. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Like, is this how it ends?
stalking me.
I'd love to be in his head
I would.
for the last few minutes.
Well, I
There he
guess
goes. Picks up the rock.
And then he's like,
all
yeah.
it took.
Fuck away from me.
Yeah,
Shit face.
Shit face.
pretty intense.
How fast he is, man.
Damn it.
I know, man, so
Okay.
fast. Wow. That's
Yeah.
intense.
So I read a thing about
Yeah,
this
so
after.
that just happened. Wow. You see that?
I read a thing about this afterwards, and it
He's
was,
like shaking.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I read a thing that's saying that. I read a breakdown from like an actual like nature fella, as they're known. Basically
Are
saying
you
like,
not even going to say you're leaving?
It'd be funnier if it just went to like Sharon was gone.
Oh.
But you ruined it, John.
you ruined it.
That would have been funnier.
my childhood.
No, you ruined my childhood. Totally.
We ruined each other's childhoods. That's what Brothers is all about.
If we look back at the videos, I'm pretty sure it was one
I
way.
know. Well, that's because we were obnoxious twins yelling, and you were just.
Yes. What were you saying though?
Oh yeah, I saw a guy. I mean, because there were people like, oh well, he should have done this or that or whatever. And this one guy broke it down, who's like a professional
Armchair quarterback.
exactly quarterback and armchair rangers, and this guy had a commentary that was really interesting, and it basically just saying like he did everything exactly right. Like it was a slow back away. You could tell as he was talking and stuff, he was trying to make himself big and loud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to the point where you can when you're terrified. I think.
Right.
You could have. I mean, the whole time I'm watching it, you're thinking like, what would I do in his shoes? And I was thinking like, I would throw something sooner. But you're at that point, you're just in fear and just
Yeah, and you're probably worried that you're gonna piss it off.
exactly. So I think
That was the last resort. Like
yeah.
he didn't know what else to do at that point.
and it seemed like it got to the point where he noticed the cat looking back a couple times, like how far back are my
Mhm.
kids?
If he would have thrown it too early, it might have attacked him. Just
Yeah.
because it was
It was too close to the
its
kids.
Kids.
Yeah, he probably did it perfectly
Yeah.
the way he survived it. So lesson to you guys out there. that's a good case
Case study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what to do out in the wild. Wild is a scary place.
There's
Beautiful
a lot
blue
of
place, but
natural and unnatural phenomena that have sands of the beach.
oh,
Graham.
good Lord, here we go.
No, I
Sands
mean,
of the beach.
the world is a very mysterious, scary, large place,
Yeah,
and we're here to bring it to you.
it is.
Today.
You know, it's nothing. You know what? There is nothing scarier than is the ocean. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm saying?
definitely the place that you don't want to like get stuck.
It's-
I saw a video the other day of a man that fell off a
Ugh,
boat,
I'm already creeped out. Yeah.
and he survived for 28 hours in the middle of the ocean with no flotation devices.
What?
And sharks attacked him, and
Shut up.
the first round of rescuers came within like a couple hundred feet of him, and they passed him by. He thought they saved him.
No.
And then it was like another 8 hours later that someone actually found him. That was
Wow.
not even the rescuers. It was some random boat. But at that point, he tried to kill himself. He went underwater, and he tried to take in. He thought it would just be. He was hallucinating, and he took a big gulp of air. This is like 20 some hours into just treading water,
Yeah.
and he thought he would just drown. He said he was starting to think that it was like a really peaceful way to go, and he said it burned like so bad, and his survival instinct just totally kicked in.
So he tried to inhale the water.
He went underwater,
Ugh.
and he tried to breathe in, and he said it went to the back of his lungs, and it just hurt. Like all his
Wow.
survival.
Wait, so he
instincts
was
kicked in.
trying to
Yeah.
kill himself?
This was 20 some hours into being
Oh, yeah.
overboard, treading water, attacked by sharks.
Don't go to the ocean, guys.
And he thought, though, the one thing he was trying to do, he thought that if he could grab on to the shark's fin, it would take him back.
Well, at that point, yeah, if you're gonna
That's
go,
when you're hallucinating.
if you're gonna try to,
It's gonna carry me into the beach.
Yeah.
Carry me home.
I mean, at that point, if you're planning on ending it because you're just so desperate, then why not try the last ditch effort
Oh,
of
yeah.
like jumping on the back of
sure,
a horse?
I'm sure.
that that actually
Seahorse.
is not like if you think you're gonna die, you would ride a killer
yeah.
animal
For
all the way.
sure. For sure. For sure.
I definitely do that.
Crazy.
That was the same show that I watched where that man ate the man who wanted to be
Don't
eaten.
no.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I don't want to hear it.
Happened.
You want to hear about people offering up services to
There's people out
eat
there
parts of other
that
people?
want to eat people and also want to be eaten, and then watch themselves being eaten on camera. It's a real thing.
That would suck if that was you.
It's
You're
a
just like
very
you wake up every
disturbing-
day and you're like, man, I just want someone to eat part of me.
Yeah, it's really disturbing.
That would suck.
It all comes back to like trauma, like where people feel disconnected from people. They want to be inside someone forever.
I mean, I kind of get that. You're lonely. Someone, please.
No,
Would you like to eat a part of me?
No said downer. Yes, people
No,
dying in
it's
the
an
ocean
upper.
is definitely a downer.
Well, let's move on
let's move
to
on.
a news story.
Oh, and do news story, huh?
The ocean is scary though. It's just the immensity of it. That's
And
thing.
the
John,
unknown. You
hey,
can't
John, will you
see.
mute that
Can't see
ox?
what's
I think I'm
below
hearing
you.
that ox.
And don't think you're safe in lakes, ladies and gentlemen. We did that sea
Oh, it's
monster,
unmuted.
that sea monsters episode. Remember that? And
Mhm.
some of those stories were from just large lakes of things.
Yeah,
Right.
all bodies of water are terrifying. to me.
can't
I don't
see it-
even like. I don't like body. What are the when you hold on to the back?
Bodies.
No,
Body
like bodies. Not bodyboarding.
Love handles.
What?
What? They're holding on to
What?
body parts.
No. Like when you're just in a lake and you're like
Yeah.
Noodle.
water skiing or body. I guess it's boogie boarding.
Bodyboarding.
Boogie board.
Boogie boarding.
Yeah.
I don't like any even if it's like Lake Nimisila.
Yeah.
The idea
yeah.
of
Oh yeah. If it's like 10
you
feet
can't
or more,
see under you.
you can't. That's the thing. If you can't see it, don't swim it. That's my code. If you can't see it, don't swim it. Because you don't
That's
know.
good code.
And there could be a world beneath you. And we cover so many stories about where these places are like transition zones. Something about the watery areas. I know that gets a little fairy woo woo, but so many of these stories happen at the edge of water.
Oh
Like
right.
reservoirs.
The missing
It's
people?
Transdimensional lubricant.
People going missing, attacks, weird creatures being sighted. A lot of times on riverbanks or in the water. I just, no, thank you. Like
have
I'll
a-
take my water in my glass.
I'll
you
keep
know.
my land.
I like swimming
I
in
have-
small bodies of water.
Do you want to go to my my channel here, Joe John? Unmute the ox because
Joe
I've
John?
got a pretty good.
The ox is unmuted.
Okay, we got a pretty good video here for the viewers that are feeling down after our last discussion.
Oh no. Oh, good lord. It's kind of
This one is
terrifying.
it's supposed to be cute animals, but this is more like a nightmare.
It's
this
definitely
music.
like a nightmare.
That is a weird looking creature.
Sorry, this isn't paranormal, but
Unnecessary
this
music.
is gonna uplift everyone. This little guy. It's pretty adorable.
It's probably really
I
loud.
mean, come on. A little.
Loud.
I think that's enough for now. But
I don't
I
think
would
we
just
We're cute.
I think that's
animals.
enough for now.
just cheers up the room a bit, you know.
Oh well, sometimes I didn't think that was
Is
a
that
downer. I just thought it was like terrifying.
Oh, I thought you meant the otter at the end.
No.
Okay.
Is that what we want to play? Just a couple.
Yeah,
cute
just because someone
animals?
said that they were feeling down from that last conversation, it was a bit of a bummer. So I thought it would play some cute animals. I mean, that was a dumb idea, but I did it.
It was good. It's just a little loud, but it was good.
Okay, so you want to go to some current events relating to strange goings-ons in the world?
Are we gonna talk about the UFO stuff going on in the world?
We can, if you like.
Is that what you were talking
I
about?
did bring up
UFO.
an article, I think, referencing what you were talking about earlier.
Oh,
Today
in the COVID
about
bill.
the COVID bill that got snuck in. This was
Did
was
you
interesting.
actually look it up?
I did. By the
Okay.
way, we got
You're talking
a
about 320,
No, 2:30.
230.
No, this isn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you.
we
said.
got in a little debate on. We cut most of it out on the last episode where you kept saying like I was talking about the Israeli official who talked about we're working with aliens or Israel's working with aliens or Trump knows about it and all this stuff.
Right.
And we can get into that too. I have that article that was referenced, but you kept saying to me, "Did you watch his video?" I watched his video. I could not find any videos of him online.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember this conversation?
He was the Israeli official that came out. He was like the head of like space.
Their space program
space
that started like 9
things.
years ago, and he retired or
Yeah.
whatever.
What did I say though?
You said I just kept saying I read the article, I read his interview, and his
And you didn't-
terminology sounded a lot like Corey Good's words. So I
Oh.
thought maybe he's just getting this from Corey Good stuff because he doesn't reference anything specifically about
He was
other
the-
people
he
in
was
the
the-
program.
Why
Sorry.
was
Here's
You
this.
kept saying to me, well, have you listened to him talk? And I was like, no, I didn't see any videos. And you said, well, I've heard him talk.
I did hear him talk.
Where? I guys couldn't find
Here-
any.
here's the debate.
I don't
So-
remember where. That's why I saw him speak, though.
Former Israeli space security chief.
Yeah.
So they have a space security force, I guess, in Israel. Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it. A galactic federation has been waiting for humans to
Oh yeah, it does
reach
sound
stage
a lot like Corey Good.
Yeah.
where we will understand. It's also Star Trek.
Not that that means it's for sure.
The
not
Galactic
true.
Federation is Star Trek. Federation, they just refer to it as the Federation, but
It's
I think,
Federation,
I think
yeah.
the full name is
Federation
the,
of no, it's Federation of Planets in Star Trek.
Galactic
it is Federation of
Federation
Planets?
of Light.
That's more of
That's
the
the Corey Good one.
yeah.
but
And I'm not saying if you guys are patrons, so you probably heard the Corey Good or Bad episode.
here, if you want to pop this up for
But-
people, you can, Chris. While we're talking,
I'm not saying he's wrong. I have it right here, Jared. If you want to go to my screen,
Well, I think my article's better.
it's the same one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Pull it up.
Twin articles
preview to program. Here we
For
go.
twin brothers. A former Israeli space security chief has sent eyebrows shooting heavenward, yada yada. A lot of exposition.
Can you blow it up for me?
You won't be able to read it, John.
I still like to be able to see it. better.
Unidentified object, quote, the unidentified objects have asked, flying objects have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet, Haim Eshed, former head of Israel's defense ministry space directorate, told Israelis words.
Words.
I wish I knew. My bad.
Things.
Newspaper.
Do you want me to read this
The
for you?
interview in Hebrew ran on Friday and gained traction after parts were published in English by the Jerusalem Post on Tuesday. Okay, anyway, the gist of this basically, Eshed said cooperation agreements had been signed between species, including an underground base in the depths of Mars, where there are American astronauts and alien representatives.
Wow.
Which, again, we've heard this before, and it's not necessarily, I don't think that it's not true for sure.
Right.
But this article goes on to say, and we'll have this in the show notes, I didn't see anything, I'll read more of the quote, but I don't remember reading anything specifically that would say it was something that he was personally acquainted with occurring.
Like that he was a first person
That he was
witness.
there in this, or he was working with someone on this. Quote, there is an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here, end quote, he said. Eshed added that President Donald Trump was aware of the extraterrestrials' existence and had been on the verge of revealing information, but was asked not to in order to prevent mass hysteria. We've heard that sort of idea before.
Okay, so that idea is like this guy. So I think this is kind of the point here, is that this guy could be. Let me get back to this real quick. This guy,
Sea otters.
this guy could be a previous or a former space security official, right? That's what they called him. He could be that, and then he could also be a fan.
Well, he is for sure.
Well, okay, so what I'm saying is this is who this guy is, right? As a whistleblower, but his information could come from, not specifically first-person information, but from like being a big fan of David Wilcock and Stephen
Oh, yeah,
Greer.
for
and
sure.
so he's getting that information, saying like that sounds true. I haven't witnessed this firsthand, but I have this level of clearance. And
Yeah.
that's what the only thing that bothers me about his story is that like he doesn't say from anything that I've read so far. And correct me if
He doesn't
if
have
I'm
any
wrong, guys.
firsthand experience.
Yeah, they already said like I've worked with ETs or I've seen this
Right.
thing. He said this is true, this is true, this is true, but none of it's coming from like a first person experiential perspective. But if you guys know different, let me know because
Like Edgar Mitchell.
like Edgar Mitchell or any of those other Freemason astronauts out there.
Okay, well, I mean, this one, you're right. This guy
Jared.
doesn't have any firsthand experience. It's interesting because he has a sort of high level
Right.
credibility.
Well,
'cause
super high level, because he was
Right.
the head of the space program.
whatever that means.
He at the beginning of, I think, because when I was,
Check.
so the mic, when I was looking up to find more articles about this, trying to find the video, I did come across an old article from 9 years ago when he was talking about how Israeli's space program is about to basically come into fruition. So that was the beginning of their space program, I guess, 9 years ago, and he was the head of it then and carried it into until he retired, whatever point he retired. So he was the head of the Israeli space program. So it does have the credentials. He is high up, but I just don't know if like he retired and at some point he started reading this stuff.
I think
and-
what you're, the idea that, I mean, because David Wilcock and Corey Good, they're pretty big as far as
Yeah.
reach. So it's totally possible that he could have heard things
Yeah.
where he works and like, oh, this makes sense, filling in
Yeah.
holes.
And if you think about it, for every like scientist out there who is a skeptic, like dyed in the wool skeptic, I'm sure, especially when it comes to space technologies, there's a lot of people who were influenced by science fiction. I know a lot of people that worked at NASA were super
You know a lot
Trekkies.
of people
Well, no, I know a lot of people that worked at NASA were super Trekkies.
personally.
No, because I
know
watched
a-
a documentary.
I know a
joking.
guy. I know a guy whose cousin works at NASA. 'Cause I got into a debate with him about the moon landings being real.
Oh, and he
And,
was like, my cousin works at NASA.
Yeah. Well, he was a good guy. He works at that cocktail bar in town.
Okay.
You know.
yeah.
You know.
Is that when you
I won't say
offended
him?
him? Because you
I didn't offend him. No, it was a good conversation.
that
But I
his
was like,
uncle was
but
a
how do you
liar?
know that what the data he was analyzing was coming from the moon and not from like a
Government
server
CIA lab or
across,
something?
you know, yeah, across the NASA plantation?
Right.
Could they have been sending you him that information? They're just reading it, and it looks like actual, you know, trajectory information or whatever. Blah blah blah. But anyway, it was an interesting conversation. But it goes to that idea of like how much is compartmentalized, how much do we really know? And when it comes to all this UFO stuff, actually, someone mentioned, John, you'll be interested in this. It was called the omnibus.
Oh
yeah?
yeah. Well, that was the bill that
That
got
was-
passed. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're
Okay.
going to bring up next.
So
Yeah.
Thomas Curran says in the chat here, the omnibus spending bill passed by Congress, a bill was snuck in to make the Pentagon disclose what
Right.
they know about UFOs within 180 days. This is the problem I have with this stuff is like, you know, whether or not that this is going to happen, what we're going to see. My biggest issue is like, and it always is, whenever there's like a Freedom of Information Act, who is standing above, like behind the shoulders of people, collecting the information, verifying that this is the information that should be given?
Well, you're right. Absolutely. Whatever we get in this Freedom of Information Act is going to be, I'm sure.
Still feels filtered,
Oh, for sure.
right? Or disinfo.
Whatever's happening right now in the world, there seems to be an incredible amount of sightings of unidentified flying objects, whatever that means, if it's government or
Other dimensional,
extraterrestrial, interdimensional, we don't
inner
know.
Earth. Yeah.
And there's also an incredible amount of, like in the history, as far as government admitting that there's things going
Yeah.
on. The Pentagon releases saying they studied this stuff, they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not technology that we have. We don't know that for sure either.
Right.
But there seems to be this push that they're like getting us ready for a fake
Yeah,
Project Bluebeam.
You're
you
right.
know?
This is what we talked about before, and you're totally right. This is what I feel too. Is like, whenever the media and local news, national news stops playing X-Files music behind a UFO sighting, that's when I'm concerned, because they're starting to tell you to be concerned. They're
Right.
starting to say this is serious, and to me that triggers like they want you to think this way, and that's just my conspiratorial mind. But I never see anything. I would say extremely rarely do I see something I really believe on mainstream media. At least it's not given to me for some ulterior motive.
Yeah, right.
And so the fact that they're showing me this and saying like, oh, you know, this lies, this divisiveness, this bullshit, and then, oh, but by the way,
Right.
an alien might have landed in
Nothing
West Virginia.
as big as that.
Pay attention to this. You know what I
Nothing as
mean?
big as off-world potential entities is going to get through the media without it being filtered, unless it's like a local news channel, like there's
Right.
a crash, you know.
You get lucky.
Right. But most of it, I'm sure, is filtered and like
It's put out there for a reason.
processed in a way for us to think a certain way.
Yeah.
But my idea with all this stuff, I don't know what's coming, but it does seem like they're getting us ready for something. I don't know if it's going to be an actual
Yeah.
contact or
Project Bluebeam kind of thing.
This is what I want you to look up.
Mhm.
Look up the Space Needle.
The space
Seattle?
Seattle for New Year's
Oh,
Eve.
boy.
The
Oh, was
light
there-
show that they have. I mean, if this is just what like a local government has to
Oh, is it
entertain
like
us
a-
with,
Oh, okay.
it is crazy the things that they can do.
I should have
now.
put that on instead of the stupid. What's it
I'll
called?
be back.
Times Square. That was the most depressing thing I've ever seen.
Oh
New
yeah.
Year's Eve ball drop. Made me want to kill myself.
How many of you, as Chris looks this up, how many of you have seen the New Year's Eve ball drop at Times Square? Was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Just don't do it. Like that's my thought.
Yeah.
Like just don't do
If
it.
you're gonna corral,
if it's gonna be that sad,
if you're gonna corral like 2 or 3 people in purple sequenced masks, separated by 50 feet each, like singing, I guess, but you can't see their mouths move. It's just the saddest.
what, John?
John is singing a song.
Oh, they feed off. The
Oh, they
sad-
feed off the sadness. Yes, they do, John. Sadness and fear.
In the meantime, read a couple more comments.
Sure.
Why does it go to John when he's not even here?
We'll catch up here.
Read the comments, Jay.
Okay, guys. Let's check in on the comment section, huh? Lauren M says, "LOL, Mitch McConnell. He's an alien turtle." Cocaine Mitch, yes. Alien turtle.
Match.
That's great. Okay, Tammy says Operation Bluebeam coming. I agree, Tammy. That's definitely looks like where we're
This
headed.
looking at the Space Needle thing. If this was filmed in real life, just looking at the preview, this looks maddeningly amazing. And
I love how the camera went to John and he's not even here.
I know, just doesn't love us.
He's such a power figure.
He's a mover and a shaker.
And
John is now the Glimmer Man.
I wish we had. I wish we could just. I don't know. I wish I could just read these chats while we're actually doing this.
I know. Thank you guys all for being here, by the way.
Yes. Thank you for we have 50 people watching currently.
Synth Bent. I watched my neighbors shoot off fireworks from my back porch. LOL. That's the best. Honestly, that's
We
better.
did that too.
Synth Bent than my parents said at their place their neighbors were
that's right. We weren't there.
firing off awesome fireworks in the snow, which way better.
I know that people. Well, actually, Mom complained. She's like, "It's just late."
Well, Mom goes to bed at
And
8.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's the new year. If
She's
someone
watching.
you'd expect noise at midnight.
No, she was glad that it happened though.
Well, I guess, but she was bummed that it was late and it was New Year's. Chris is not going
anyway.
to back me up on that because he's afraid Mom's going to see this, and I'm talking smack about Mom.
Rosker, called Operation Blue Whale. We should do some Skywhale stuff. We have that Skywhale video. Oh, we're gonna save that, right?
We're saving it. Yeah. John sure is haunted, Tammy. That's why we can see him. That's why the camera's still going there. Jake, okay, so Megan McMinn says, I'd like to see Jake. Jake, we actually toyed with the idea of having a Jake cam. That's going to be down the road if anyone's interested in Jake cam.
Yeah, for the room
I
camera.
think that'd be actually kind of awesome to have like a shot of like Jake.
laying down.
He's just laying down. Maybe you can see us like arguing in the background because the room cam goes when everyone's talking, which would mean we're probably all arguing or fighting or throwing stuff. So we go to Jake probably just looking like distressed or tired.
All right, do you want to
us in the
go?
background.
Let's do John's back, by the way. He's about to be.
I don't know why are you rubbing your hand in the air, John?
I just want to see if it picks it
It's
up.
not
It's on a
motion
delay.
activated.
It's on a delay, John. So you're gonna be doing that for a good minute.
It's voice activated, not motion activated.
What are you doing?
It's not motion activated. It's voice.
All right, let's do this, John.
It would go to me anyways at some point because it doesn't work very well.
So, John, you lived in Seattle,
I did.
and now we're about to see the Space Needle and the predecessor to Project Bluebeam. You're thinking, maybe.
Yeah. Did you check it out?
I just pulled it up and I watched a clip of it, and just if this is real life,
It is.
like no visual effects added post,
No, it's what happened New Year's Eve.
then this is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this is just what Seattle. I think it's they're
They're
preparing
getting ready
people.
for a fake alien invasion. Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know, but it's possible. I mean,
And what a way to control
Project
the masses.
Bluebeam isn't it a real thing? Wasn't it?
No. Okay, I mean, it depends on who you ask. Supposedly,
I thought it was a disclosed.
there are a lot of people that at least last I looked into it, it came out that it was a hoax.
Oh,
But it's such an obvious thing to me. The
Yeah.
idea that you create an external threat, and using holographic technology is totally possible. Especially now, if we can watch Tupac rap live now
right.
as a three-dimensional figure on stage,
It was
and
years
and
ago.
it's
It's gonna be
convincing.
better now.
Yeah, imagine just putting that in the sky. We've
I
seen
thought it was
evidence of that in the
Isn't
sky.
Project Bluebeam partly like all the religions uniting as one?
So supposedly there's been certain times during war in the Middle East, they would project like the Messiah coming or some sort of like religious event happening in the sky.
Wait, did they do that though, or
Whether
just like
they
an
did it
idea?
or was the plan, the idea is that the technology was there to have that happen. And
I mean, it wouldn't be
would-
new. I mean, you guys have heard the stories about in war what we've done before as far as psychological warfare.
Oh, in Vietnam.
Vietnam, there's several. Like one of the ones I always remember is when they painted fox with a fluorescent glow in the dark paint, and then when they would play these terrifying sounds, and because they have fox spirits. Oh no, this is Japan, World War II. They have fox spirits, I think, unless this was Vietnam. I don't remember. But basically, using the cultural beliefs against them in psychological warfare. Then you have these glow in the dark foxes running around with terrifying screeches in the forest. You're going to get
Creepy.
They wanted to get villagers thinking like, okay, this is we should stop fighting. This is we're doing the wrong thing, or just being terrified into not continuing their opposition to
Chris,
the incursion.
I'm sending you this now. This is. Did you mention the Vietnam one?
That's my driver's license.
Well, no one can see.
Yeah,
that,
the
Chris.
Vietnam one. That was that was a different one, right?
So this idea is that the Vietnam. I forget exactly the story, so forgive me. But the superstitions of the Vietnamese people were a superstitious people, at least at that time. And what the American side wanted to do, or at least those in the intelligentsia, was to create sounds of Vietnamese ghosts in the forest where you would be battling the Vietnamese. So like on the front lines, you'd put up speakers, play these things, and it would scare them into thinking that the dead have died and it's a haunted place and you don't want to be there. I think that's essentially
send it?
essentially the idea. Huh?
Did you send it?
Yeah, I texted it to you.
I didn't get it. Remember, I'm on your computer.
Yes.
Remember to play that.
I have it up. The Seattle.
Yeah.
I want to relive New Year's in a better way, so I have it ready to go. I mean, the people I had over was great. It was good to see friends. But our experience of watching the New York Times Square was just terrible.
It was meant to.
It made us all.
create
It made
doom.
us all depressed.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
its intention.
Okay, so here is the. Let's see. Okay, the following is a recording of the quote "Wandering Soul" or ghost tape number 10 used during the Vietnam War. Crazy.
I thought we were
this is-
doing the.
We are.
I
This
just
is right
brought. I
after.
just happened to grab this because you guys were talking about that.
Pop
stuff.
it in, Jer.
All right, preview to program.
I'm gonna mute.
Is that me?
That was Chris.
Oh.
Remember? No, it's the cable thing.
Well, that's what we're about
That's
to be
what-
playing, so
oh,
we need it
okay.
active.
I thought it was from Jeremy.
So
Silly
it was
man.
used in psychological operations against the communist North Vietnam.
Yeah, sorry if you hear a slight fuzz. We need a new cable adapter. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot. Oops.
What is happening? Chris, you are live right now. With all your windows.
Here we go. This is the tape they played in the woods.
So
Muted,
playing
John?
Buddhist funeral music. Oh boy, it's loud.
Oh, we're off the rails.
Can you sound down, Chris?
That's creepy.
Very distorted.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get the,
wow.
get the idea though.
Well, I think that, I mean, I don't know.
We'll link that in the show notes.
I
That was a
doubt
terrible
I
reproduction.
doubt the actual recording was actually distorted like that. But
Oh,
if
I'm sure no.
even if it was, I
It
feel
sounds like digital distortion. Like
Yeah,
it's
you're right,
It's
digital.
been downgraded.
I thought that was from your computer. That was
no, because I even lowered the volume more.
No,
No,
no.
it's just an old compression.
Let's go to
Let's
guys.
go to the space.
Let's
needle.
relive 2020. What year are we in?
2020.
2021. Let's
Wow, we're there.
No.
let's
I
let's
forgot.
relive the beginning of this year together as believe whole or friends in the whole. Let's do that together
Okay.
right now.
And look at this crazy technology.
Yes, let's do it. John, you don't have an alcoholic beverage, do you?
Nope.
Okay, that's all right. You don't have to have one.
I have a drink though.
Well, we'll cheers to your sudsy water.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, you ready? We're gonna drop the ball here.
Happy New Year's, guys. We didn't get to spend it with you, but
Is there supposed to be audio here?
Here's something.
Oh wow, that already looks awesome. So this, you could see this in real life sitting there. You could see that effect going over the tower.
Wow, so much better than the ball.
So it's a
drop.
hologram.
Oh, wait till.
Is the countdown
Wait,
too?
that was holographic. The numbers? They can't be.
It might just have been the
Oh, I don't know.
tower part.
No, I think it probably is. Like, check it out.
Well, the fireworks are
Oh,
holographic.
that's crazy.
This is all real.
Yeah, and so the holograph is the Milky Way spinning above, right?
Everything is holographic. Even the
Even
fireworks.
the fireworks
Yep.
holographic.
That's
Wow.
cool, but also lame that it's not real fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying how it gets sucked back.
Oh, it's
in.
a black hole. Yikes.
It's funny because that doesn't look very real, even though it's probably really there. You could still tell it was like it's being beamed.
It looks like a bad PBS CG.
I mean, if you were there, that would be intense.
If you're there, yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be super cool.
It looks right now. It looks like a fake, like a CGI thing. But if
Right.
you were there seeing that,
So
that
this
would be
did
intense.
happen?
Yes. This is a live recording.
Oh, from like the ground?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like there's supposed to be music. We're not hearing it. For
That's
some
so
reason.
weird, man.
I bet the cable's loose.
I mean, if that's true, it's perfect as far as it's,
I mean, if this is again what they have just at public level,
Whoa, that's cooler.
I mean, if you could do that, you can. Why don't?
What is that called? A biologist out there. What is that called when you have the cells splitting apart in
cell division.
No, yeah, but there's a
Joy division?
I mean, that's crazy though.
If you can do that, I mean, you can easily make a UFO in the
Oh,
sky.
for sure. This is a UFO. Look at that, dude. That's insane.
fly away, butterfly.
Oh, a butterfly.
I mean, it's still some of the motion feels like it's computer generated. Like I think I'd be like, if this is UFO, it looks oddly computer generated.
Oh, this is long. It's pretty awesome though, man.
Who chooses?
That's
what is
crazy.
on there? What is happening now?
Whoa, dude. Are we in Avatar?
Okay, we will move along.
And there's a commercial from James Corden.
James
Happy
Corden's
New
New
Year.
Year's resolution.
All right.
No,
anyway,
thanks.
yeah, pretty cool, man. I mean, depending on how it's used, but it
Yeah.
is cool technology.
It's interesting.
It could definitely be used in a
Again,
level
if
of
that's
way.
just at the the level of a light show for the public,
Yeah.
like what do they have?
Right, and we know we're always like 20 years behind what the dark projects.
I'm
have.
sure that they wanted to stage some sort of alien
Invasion.
thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Alien
be
thing. Alien dance party.
alien,
Invasion?
greeting, and not even invasion, just a
Okay, yeah, but
like
that's
showing.
But the idea
Right.
of Project Bluebeam,
Showing.
the idea of Project Bluebeam originally, if you guys aren't familiar with it at all, I believe was that there would be an alien force that came as an
Right.
invading force.
But it doesn't
so all the
mean
governments would collide and all the people would come
Right.
together as a one world
See,
government
they don't
to
need
fight
to
it
do
off.
that anymore because COVID pretty much did that.
Yeah, well, to an extent. I mean, but the thing is, people don't have the passion. If you had an Independence Day with Will Smith kind of situation where an alien
Yeah.
force came in, like we have to band together as a
Yeah,
world.
but there's so many more like variables when you introduce something like that. Like this, it's an invisible enemy that can always be continued to
Oh,
be
for sure.
manipulated, and
yeah, I'm just
there's
saying
going to be an end point if an alien invasion comes down. Like
Right.
they're going to have to, there's going to have to be something that happens.
So John, do you think that the Bluebeam project that'll never happen as far as like
Maybe not in that exact way, but I'm sure something along those lines
Yeah.
could happen. I don't know.
Okay,
what.
well, let me ask you this. We'll get off the rails a little bit. Speaking of Project Bluebeam, speaking of alien invasion, Jeremy, I know the one. I'm glad he hasn't done this, but usually when I started talking about like the Umau stuff, and like getting excited about it, he always goes to like the skeptical that anything is ever any.
Good night,
alien-
Steven.
Oh,
Sorry.
goodbye, Steven.
Hey, Steven just is leaving our chat.
Night,
so I have to say
Steven.
Good night.
Night, Steve.
I caught it.
Oh, all these sweet. Look at these sweet patrons.
Yeah,
wishing
you
our
guys are so
other,
great.
Belief holder good night. That's
Hanging out and
awesome.
talking to
you
each
guys are
other.
you guys are awesome.
What if we're all here together, huh? How's
Jeremy.
that? Yeah.
You still believe that it's possible that space is there, right? And we can move through it.
Yes, for
Okay.
Pete's sake.
Because every time I bring up I remember growing up with you, any like sort of alien news was exciting, and then I feel like the past couple of years, every time I bring something up, you're like the skeptical
well, because
inquirer.
this is the problem I have with it. I don't believe we know for sure what space is comprised of, how it operates exactly. I don't believe a lot of the stuff that comes from NASA. Not that I don't believe it exists. Like I think that it's very like it could be an
You don't
the
believe
ether out
all
there.
of the details that we've been told.
Yeah, like it could be some kind
Well,
of
that's
ether. I don't know if it's a vacuum.
I mean,
I
it
don't know how
exists. He just
propulsion.
doesn't know what it is.
Right, and I don't trust a group that I believe has lied multiple times before, and that's just me. That's my belief. I believe they lied about the moon landings. I believe that I know I could be wrong. I don't know for sure, but this is just what I think is likely. And if they lied about all that, and we don't know for sure, based on if it comes down to them to prove it. If you need an eye in the sky, a picture to say this is exactly how the Earth exists, and this is getting really in the weeds for people. I know that don't want to hear me.
Sorry to
talk about
rattle up. I just
but no, I think the reason that I say things occasionally when we talk about space news and UFOs and aliens is because there are always other possibilities, but it's this problem of like identification with a certain phenomenon. Like for instance, if there's a noise outside and it's large and hairy, it's Bigfoot. If there's an unidentified object in the sky, it's aliens from another planet. You know what I mean? Like this identification is just an easy connection that I think it's a kind of a confirmation bias of what you believe. And I think like that's why, I guess, if anything, my questioning of
You're done.
oh.
muted
Did you mute
me.
Jeremy? Oh,
I do
I'm
not like
sorry.
that you have that
he was
power.
about to make his point.
I don't like that at all.
Were you about? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Finish.
No, I was
My
just going
bad.
to say, I think that oh God, you threw me off now. What was I going to say? I think that the problem I have with it generally is that, John, you destroyed.
That people go to the most obvious answer.
Yeah, I guess it's confirmation bias in a sense. Like I think, that's what I was going to say. The idea of not knowing exactly what our reality is when it comes to space, when it comes to even the shape of the Earth, which I know is crazy, but just admitting that I can't know for sure makes me provide more possible options for an explanation for unexplained phenomena. I don't have to say every time it's a UFO or it's an alien, because that's not always necessarily the case, or ever, possibly. Like it could be something
No one knows for
transdimensional.
sure.
No one knows, and I think it's kind of.
But if you
To
see
say like I
something-
know because I heard this, I know because I was taught this.
Right.
That doesn't really it doesn't prove anything.
Are we in Jeremy's
necessarily.
crazy corner right now?
We're getting close to Jeremy's crazy
We are.
corner a little bit. I wouldn't mind doing a crazy corner sometime.
All right, well, let me
I
get
feel
your
like that's safe.
Jeremy. Let me get your feedback then on this, okay? First,
I'm afraid to look at the chat now.
should we
see what
wait?
happens.
There's a lot of laughing going on. Hopefully, it's not at your thoughts.
Expense.
First interstellar object discovered was alien technology, Harvard professor claims. Remember this story? We did this before. Or did you want to take a moment to look at the comments?
No, I don't want to look at the comments. Please go ahead.
Okay. This is the, and we always call it Umau, but it's not, obviously. It's, I think it's
Bao,
Moa.
Ooh, bow bow.
Hawaiian.
Day bow bow.
Day Bao Bao.
Day-bow.
What does that sound?
Day bow bow.
John, what are you doing?
John is playing
I
with
thought Jake was here.
John is playing with
sound like
important cables under the
It's
table.
just right below my foot. is all.
Despite pushback from some in the scientific community, one researcher at Harvard University is moving forward with the idea that the first interstellar object ever discovered is actually a piece of alien technology. In his book, Extraterrestrial, The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, Avi Loeb, the chair of Harvard's Department of Astronomy, makes the case that Oumuamua was, I don't remember how to say it, a piece
Day
of
Papa.
advanced technology created by a distant alien civilization, according to a statement released by the book's publisher, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt.
Oh wait, I should put your. Why don't I just put this on screen so
Oh, you
people
could
read along?
so people can realize how slow I read. The mysterious object was first discovered in October 2017, but is unlike anything I just got a new tooth. Researchers had ever seen before due to its shape as well as its dry surface. It was no longer observable by telescopes as of January 2018 as it hurled through the solar system on its way back to interstellar space. One of the first stories we covered back when we were still doing new stuff, first season. The place of origin of the 900-foot-long cigar-shaped turd, Oumuamua, is
Did not say that.
no, I had that. It's still a mystery. Some have suggested it could have come from the giant molecular cloud W51, 17,000 light years from Earth. Others have theorized that it is a comet or an asteroid, while others have suggested it's comprised of hydrogen ice. This is an important point here, something almost unheard of in science. In August, Loeb co-authored a paper that challenged the idea Oumuamua is made of hydrogen ice. For now, Loeb, who first published a study in
Lisa Loeb.
I was waiting for that.
Great interjection, John.
In November 2018, that suggested Oumuamua could be a, quote, light sail of artificial origin, is pressing on with the idea that it came from another. So this guy wrote about this back then, obviously a credible dude, teaching at Harvard.
Incredible, dude.
No, credible, John.
Another
Not
great
incredible.
interjection, John.
Oh boy.
And this is the quote that we mentioned earlier, quote, the excess push away from the sun, that was the thing that broke the camel's back, according to Loeb. Because that
Did it projected away from
as it picked, that's why he thinks it's some sort of extraterrestrial light sail,
Right.
like almost like a solar sail. As it passed our sun, the energy from the sun allowed it to accelerate.
Now, this is my question. Going
Which
back,
is awesome.
Going back to the space thing, how does the heating up of that? Because I understand our dad used to have this thing. There was a light bulb, and there were sails in the light bulb, basically panels on a kind of something that rested on a bearing so it could easily turn. Do you remember that, John? It's like a light bulb. There were black and white plates that were attached to the center post.
Yeah, it's in a glass
And when you
dome.
shine light on it, it would heat up the air inside. And the black panels, if I'm remembering this right, would heat up faster, and it would change the density of the air, and it would cause it to start rotating. Right?
I don't remember.
Anyways,
don't
to me,
remember
that's an example of like the sun heating up. But I guess my question is, in this example, how does the propulsion work? If it accelerates after passing the sun,
It's alien, dude.
Yeah. Why would you try to answer that
Yeah.
now?
I don't know. I was
Did
just
you
thinking-
watch Stargate Universe? It was like the same thing.
Maybe it's just solar powered, and as it got
yeah, I
closer to
guess-
the sun,
Okay, I guess maybe the skeptic idea. Maybe that's what I was thinking. The skeptic's idea was that it accelerated.
See, Jeremy's now the skeptic when it comes to space stuff.
No,
that's
just
what's
stop
so
it.
frustrating.
Just let me finish my thought. The idea that the skeptics had was that if it does accelerate after it passes the sun, then it's just melting gas, right? And the melting of that. Stop dancing, John. Stop dancing. The melting, or you can keep dancing if you want to. The melting of the whatever the ice crystals or whatever it was that released the hydrogen,
Right.
the ice hydrogen, whatever.
Well,
it was.
and that was the other thing. It's
that melting of that created a gas that caused like a little propulsion. I'm
Right.
guessing that's the idea. My question is, how does that, if there's no
friction.
there's no air pressure, there's no friction, it's a vacuum, how does releasing gas create propulsion, because I think the idea when it comes to rocketry is that the cone of the rocket, from what I understand from their science, is that
From
from their science is that the explosion, the combustion inside the rocket itself, pushing off inside the cone, creates the propulsion, because you can't push off of a vacuum.
Boring.
Okay.
John's
Use
like
the bathroom.
words, science.
It's bathroom
words."
time for
I
me.
know. I'm like, word science. Why are you trying to solve an Bao mystery?
Well,
that's-
Jared, if you're hitting the restroom, why don't we, Jared? Can you, before you leave your station, would you put the comments up so maybe John can read some comments?
Absolutely, I will.
I think it seems like
What
a
if
decent
there's like
format.
3 people left? They like all left as we were.
John, why don't you pick some comments out to read? Can you read?
Drink when John dances.
That's a good game.
Oh, that's funny.
That's good.
All right.
That was Zach Russell. Oh boy, here he goes. Someone's got a drink. Okay, here we go. Here's some science facts for us. The 22G. It's action reaction. The gas is leaving one side, technically pushing away from the object, releasing the gas. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, there's actually people that cared about that.
Well, yes, John. Some
Sorry,
people are
that's
interested.
my bad. That is my bad. That's my
John
very,
just zones out anytime
that's
you.
my very not scientific brain that gets glazed.
When it comes to history or science or other things during the show, you're
things I don't
usually-
understand.
You're like, what is right now immediately in front of me?
I'm like, I don't understand this. This has to be boring for everyone.
Thank you for that. And someone correct me if I'm wrong. We cannot correct you if you're wrong. That sounds correct. Let's see. Okay. Drink, Lindsay Maeve says.
Probably because I danced
Here we go.
again.
Oh, yes. Okay. And John is not even drinking, so.
It's called the flap.
There he goes. Okay. John's dancing, and it's become the new drinking game. If anybody out there, actually, if we happen to see it in a comment, if you guys want to throw up a video that
Yeah,
you've seen that
feel
you want
free,
us to share with everyone, feel free to share a link, and I'll check it out and find the spot. If you want to send it with a timestamp, we'll give it a lookaroo. How many people are in here now, John? Are we down to like 10 people? Okay, 27. We just dropped one as I asked that question. That's why we don't ask those questions. That's pretty good. I mean, out of all of our patrons who could
Yeah,
be
that's
here,
definitely not bad.
it's not. We're not open to the world right now. It's just
we
you-
do want to
just
thank
you
you guys
patrons,
for
yeah.
Christening with us today.
Yes.
It really does make
Wait,
us
what did you
feel
say? 20?
loved.
What? 24? What?
26? 25?
We're 46 concurrent viewers.
That's what I said.
I think you said 26.
You said 20.
I did.
Yeah. We have 46
This
people?
new
Yeah.
tooth.
We've
Oh.
had about 40, 50
That's
this whole
pretty
time.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for just being open to our patrons.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
are
So you guys
the
are
best people
you guys are
in
the
the
special
world.
Guys are fun and awesome. Yay!
Does that count as a dance? We all drink to John.
Does that count?
I do this dance all the time in front of the
Wait,
guys.
hold on, John. Let's go ahead and give it to you for a second.
Oh yeah, Jeremy can do that.
Just let it be known, John's not even drinking right now. Hold on, John.
Oh, that's a weird. Is everybody getting the slow,
No.
fast build up?
I don't think so. Okay, just
I
let
like
it
that he
let
watches himself do it. That's the best part.
I need to see how I'm looking in front of the
Let it be known, John has not had consumed 1 ounce of alcohol tonight,
I have
but he
seltzer water.
He's
Has
had-
anyone else had this kind of?
He's just
it's
a
my
happy
new-
person.
My new favorite. It's sparkling water.
this is like seems like the worst sponsored ad I've ever
It's
seen.
called Good and Gather. It's the Target brand, and it's the best.
Good and
dude.
Gather.
This is the best one.
And
If
we
you
don't.
guys
We're not.
like,
We're not
you
sponsored.
like sparkling water. If you do, this is the best one ever. It's called Tropical Cherry, and even the cans have like this gunmetal feel to them. I'm a sparkling water connoisseur, and these
is
are
true.
cheap and they're really, really good. So that's my drink of choice.
Just so
tonight.
you guys know.
What are you guys
Just so you guys know, this is not. This is just John's sharing his good gathered information.
Good and Gather.
Good and gathered information.
Oh, you mean not a sponsor?
It's not a sponsor.
No,
John
it's
just,
not a
he just
sponsor.
wants to help you enjoy the best
I
carbonated
just want to
water.
share what I'm drinking
that
with
exists.
everyone. What is everyone else drinking? They probably already talked about it.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, we can't. It's hard. It's so hard to keep up with everybody. But
I know. Any? Okay.
No free ads.
no free ads, right?
All right. Cool.
So what we do is we record that and we pitch it to the Good and
Close
Gather.
the door, Jeremy.
Did we want to go over this very important? I really have
did.
to use the restroom. I want to read this bill.
I'll go for you.
I'll read the. I'll
It
read.
doesn't work like that. Sean.
I'll read the bill for you.
You want to? You can read. Yeah, I'm reading
Sure.
all the time. You can pull it up, right?
What is this for?
This is the new bill, COVID-19 bill, where
Oh,
they
okay.
snuck in that sort of
230?
extraterrestrial disclosure
Oh.
language.
What a weird thing to put in a COVID.
know.
It just it's weird. isn't it?
There's either it's like there's a ulterior motive behind it, or there's one awesome dude
There's
in
like
the
a
Senate that's
Dennis
like,
Kucinich
we gotta
left or
get it.
something.
You gotta get this disclosure, which is possible. And it could have been Harry Reid. He's all about that stuff.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, Harry Reid's been. I mean, that's how we had that. All that funding that went to Bigelow for the Skinwalker
Yeah, but
Ranch.
I mean, how do we know he's telling the truth?
Or,
you
or what
gotta-
does he want from it? That's
of
the
course,
question.
we don't know
What are the
anybody's-
motives of these
He's
people?
getting.
Oh
you
boy,
know.
that's my cue to use the bathroom. You skeptics.
I don't. Where's the article, Chris?
Oh,
Yeah, send it to me.
I thought you could pull it up my screen.
No, I can't.
Okay, here I'm back. All right.
Bring it over.
I don't want to miss this conversation, so I'll be very quick. Jeremy, brother.
I'll be back.
This is
here.
live TV, ladies and
Where you
gentlemen.
going?
No, it's not going to be just me.
good and fellow, or whatever the hell.
You had 9. You were
know,
wasted
good-
on.
drinking alcohol, so I need a lot.
A good and fellow.
It's a good and gather.
There you go.
Okay, I've sent it to you, Jeremy. This is fascinating. Some of you might have heard about this already. Very possible. Some people have covered this. I think John heard it on Tim Pool and then shared it to me. Yeah, it's interesting because it does give a deadline for disclosing some
What goes to John's
previously
empty seat? Sorry.
previously classified information.
He's more entertaining when he's gone.
Yes, that's
Or
true.
more entertaining than us, anyway.
But I thought this was pretty fascinating, and obviously the discussion will be around.
Sorry. You just entered like a hero.
Jeremy, did you get it? Do you want to pull it up?
I got it. I'm sorry.
Hi guys, I am back.
It's amazing to me that you're not intoxicated.
I know. I'm amazed too.
You amazed yourself?
Have
All
you
right,
found
this
it, Jer?
comes from the New York
Cheers,
Post.
guys.
I can't. Did you put this on? Okay, open up on your screen. Oh, you got it.
It's been there.
Okay.
So I said the first place.
These chairs suck.
Hey
You
man,
know,
you
They're
can
just
buy some
too-
chairs next time.
No, they're just too short. Like I feel like they just need to be taller.
And the table's short as well. It's just
Yeah.
short all
No, I
around.
like it. It just doesn't
You're welcome
fit
to
me.
bring your own.
I might.
All right, let's read this article
Okay.
for those still engaged.
Want to pull it up on the screen there?
Yeah.
People can read along. This comes from the New York Post.
Okay.
Posted December 29th, 2020, right before the new year.
John.
Sorry.
Inappropriate.
Rude.
Inappropriate.
You had 9 people throw up. right now.
President Trump's signature Sunday on the $2.3 trillion COVID-19 relief and government funding bill started a 180-day countdown for the Pentagon and spy agencies to say
Can they see this?
what they will. They see Chris's screen, which is I have the same
What is
article pulled up.
us? Oh, okay.
Countdown for the Pentagon and spy agencies to say what they know about UFOs. The provision received very little attention in part because it wasn't included in the text of the 593-page legislation, but as a, quote, committee comment attached to the Annual Intelligence Authorization Act, which was rolled into a massive bill. And also no one cares about UFOs in Congress, apparently, or in the Senate. The Senate Intelligence Committee, chaired by Senator Marco Rubio, said in the comment that it directs the Director of National Intelligence in consultation with the Secretary of Defense and the heads of such other agencies to submit a report within 180 days of the date of enactment of the Act to the Congressional Intelligence and Armed Services Committee on Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. Now, this is the new phrase that they use, popularized by Hillary Clinton, actually, on one of the Tonight shows, the UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. And that was a lot of people said that was kind of like Hillary Clinton's way of saying I'm in the know, because
Right.
she used that phrasing. She
Mhm.
didn't say UFO. She said UAPs.
UAF or is it UAP?
UAP, Unidentified Aerial
Right.
Phenomena. But I don't know. It's just so
That was
weird. to
Jimmy
me.
Fallon, I think.
Was that Jimmy Fallon? It's just one of those things. It's like, why do you need? I don't know. It just seems like
Wait, what are you wondering about now?
just the change of terminology, and the like. What is her aim in
When
using that language?
This was years. This, is like 2 or 3 years
is
ago
true
now,
though.
right?
When they change their terminology, it's always for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what it is, but it goes back to, again, this idea that these elites, these people that I believe control a lot of what's going on in our world, they like have to telegraph what they do for some reason.
Right. Well, if you believe in a dark side to all this stuff,
Well, there is.
there. Okay.
You don't have to believe it exists.
I know this is just John's favorite quote. You don't have to believe that evil is real, but it is real. And I'm not saying it's not real. I do believe that there is an evil force out there, but there is this common idea that exists throughout history, throughout time, throughout mythologies.
Vampire, you have to let it
Vampire, yeah, you have to give over your will, and that could be. I mean, I don't necessarily think that this equates the idea
in.
that
It's a similar idea.
she's using UAPs.
Maybe not this specific.
Yeah, this specific doesn't really. I don't think correlate with
quite.
that,
But they still telegraph it. It may
Yeah.
not be the exactly what we're talking, but there's like a telegraphing of language. It's happening right now with Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi talking about this
Ooh, we're gonna get into it.
Build Back Better thing, which is the
boy.
Great
Build Back-
Reset.
The Great Reset.
It's
yeah.
the same exact language from the World Economic Forum, which
Yeah.
is their Great Reset, and it's happening all over the world right now. All the politicians are saying "Build Back Better," which is directly from the World Economic Forum's
Yeah.
Great Reset plan.
Well, it's so bizarre to me because I don't know if any of our listeners out there have looked at any of the Tartaria stuff. The Great Reset. So a few years ago, I started looking at this, like the mud flood in Tartaria, this lost history of this ancient reality. We've built
Really
upon these-
fascinating.
It's fascinating stuff, and it's you have to swallow a lot because it's a lot of
bullshit.
conjecture.
Nope.
Okay, Chris does
Nope.
not
Nope.
love the idea.
Mud flood stuff seems.
It's fun to me, and but it's interesting, and there's some. If anything, it makes you look at what we've done in the past and go, "Wow!" Like it's amazing that we've done these things. Like when we talk about like the what was that? The World's Fair. It's incredible these structures we've built, right? Just amazing things that were built in weeks, days, and then torn down, days later.
No, not weekdays. Really?
The World's Fair. It was really fast when they built
Okay,
it.
that's crazy.
30 minutes.
Maybe months.
I thought it was years.
I don't know. No, I don't think so, dude.
Okay, well, it's
could be
not-
wrong.
It's irrelevant right
yeah,
now.
well, I'll get slayed in the comments for not knowing that.
Where
but-
are we? I went to the bathroom. Now we're talking about mud
I don't know
floods.
how this we've been
the
jumping
point-
around a little
the
too
point-
fast, I think, for
so
people.
the point is with this idea. You mentioned the Great Reset, and okay, we're going back to
no, I'm
dancing.
just making sure people drink.
okay, good. Just match two of us.
I'm not trying to get you off topic.
No, but the point is that what's interesting about the Tartaria conversation, as crazy as a lot of it sounds and maybe is that it makes you look at a lot of our history and go like, wow, like I didn't realize we were that advanced at this point. Where did these structures come from? Just ask a lot of questions, which I love. But it's just weird to me that I'm looking into this in the last couple years, and then all of a sudden, the Great Reset is on the cover of Time magazine. Right.
So that was terminology used in the whole.
Yeah, the Tartaria stuff.
Maybe-
It's all about
maybe-
the reset because the idea is that civilizations reset. You basically everyone is like, Men in Black, blanked out. You have a new generation of people that kind of like lost their history, and then they're placed in different areas. I mean, this is kind of what this could be wrong, but what I understand about it is basically there's all these structures, civilizations, societies built up, and then people appear either on like orphan ships, or people come into new countries not knowing what was built there before, and they assume that these structures belong to primitive farmers. Like this is just basic lost history, right? All these advanced structures were just primitive farmers that built this at a certain time. In reality, like it's aligned to certain solar, patterns. And am I making any sense?
I don't know
I think I may be
anymore.
spreading it out a little bit.
I mean, this is kind of a hard topic to just jump into
Yeah.
for people that don't know what
This is
we're talking about.
this is a gleeful episode. This is
It is really
fully
interesting, and
researched.
I really do want to do an episode on it because I think it relates a lot to what's happening in the world right now too.
Let's go to the comments. I want to see what people are saying right now. I'm very
Chris.
intrigued.
Let's go to the comments. Who wants to get gacked?
Text 83225.
Get gacked?
Yeah.
Is that like slime?
Slimed, yeah. Remember Nickelodeon? Chris, you're okay. You want to look at the comments?
I was just curious what if people have any
Make sure
thoughts.
people are still here.
Wow, Jeremy, you're
Time.
Apple tab to the max.
I was trying to find the studio.
you keep going past it. Oh, the actual studio.
This is live, so it's gonna be a delay.
Here we go. It does make sense, says Jennifer Dabrowski.
Yes,
Thank
please
you for that
episode on
painting,
it.
by the way, Jennifer Dabrowski. The Lord of the Rings painting was awesome.
Right? Was it beautiful?
Look at that
Now
beautiful
where are you,
set
Jer?
that we created.
Okay, so I'm going back to the actual.
God, you're a terrible.
What is
man.
You know what?
happening?
I could clicked. Apparently, I'd clicked off the live stream feed, so we could watch the comments in real time. Those are delayed.
Are we
comments.
still all live streaming?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, we're live. We have to click onto our own live video to see it.
That's
Here
so
we are.
weird. We'll work these kinks out, guys. As the more we do these,
John, no
and
one can see your dancing right now.
we're gonna do at least 2 more on
Why
the
are
break.
we not streaming? Are we streaming now?
Yeah.
It looks like we had a little drop off during the mud flood conversation.
People are like, what are they talking about?
Did we go to 0?
No, 41, man.
No, but
Oh, hey, Knight Tobin. Thank you, man.
look at here. There's 0.
John, sit. Take your seat.
It's called a graph.
Good night. Good night to Tobin St. Louis. Thank you for sticking it out there with us. I think Jeremy put you to sleep with this conversation about the mud flood.
I didn't even. I even said mud flood once. I was talking about Tartaria and lost history. It's fascinating
You
stuff.
should ask them if they want us to talk about anything specific.
I don't know what this relates to, but possums smell like death. That comment is great.
Jeremy, what'd you do?
Let's go back to our app here.
Ask him. Ask the people.
You can ask them. You're in the microphone.
Hey, good people out there. What do you want to talk about? Is there anything that specifically? I didn't leave again.
I do have more videos.
Left again.
It could be a big delay.
And I love you too.
Oh, it's happening right here.
Do we want to do another video?
Yeah, we could do another video.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I love they're having their own conversation about possums. I really want to know what that was about during this conversation.
Oh, you say opossums?
Huh?
It's pronounced possum, you know.
I didn't say opossum, but it is actually pronounced opossum.
That's
I think Jeremy, go to
completely
my auxiliary because I have an important clip to play real quick.
You
We
know,
do have a Dogman video. Someone wants to see the Dogman video.
if I can be honest, what scares me currently is going back to the actual streaming app that we use. I have the color wheel of death.
No.
Yeah. So right now we're hanging on, but if I go back to change like what video is being played,
Probably because you Apple tab for 4 minutes trying to get back to the right YouTube window. That's not good.
I can't. I can't restart it because it will.
Guys, if we lose you, we'll jump back on and hopefully we don't.
That's
have
the
to send
thing.
out
If
another link.
we have to close this app, it might disconnect us from the stream.
Does that mean you can't go to my videos while that's doing that?
Are we still streaming?
Yeah, we're still streaming. Here, John, this is the stream window. Okay, this is the stream window. We're right.
So what's the
here.
problem?
So if I go back to our application that streams,
We're trying to switch to a
Sling
video to play
Studio.
here.
go back to Sling Studio. They just have I can't change anything.
Oh,
It's
no.
the Wheel of Death from Steve Jobs.
So does that mean we can't play any videos?
I wonder if you're frozen. No, I guess you're not frozen. Yeah, I can't change anything.
All right. Well, let's just move on then from videos.
I could potentially quit the app and then reopen it. There's a chance it would disconnect the live stream.
I know. There's people that want the Dogman, I think.
Okay, I could disconnect the live stream and then just tell everyone that I'm going to repost the live stream in the Patreon, most recent Patreon post. Does that make sense? In case the address changes for the live stream. Because if you complete a live stream,
Yeah.
if it's a single live stream URL, then once you complete it, you can't get back into it. You have to.
Right.
So we could
Oh,
repost
boy.
it. We might lose some people that.
Well,
aren't
also,
sure.
it's going to be weird to repost it for other people. It's going to be two separate streams, right?
I would just go into our post that we did on Patreon.
Sure. Why
where-
don't you try this? Hit Apple Alt Escape, and before you
Sorry.
force quit, maybe it'll
Technical
stop.
issues.
Sometimes you can scare it from not responding to start responding again.
Scare it.
I've done that before.
threaten it?
Threaten it.
Hey, if you click
Chris,
on it,
just so you know, this is your computer, Chris. Your fancy new Mac
oh,
computer.
weird. Wonder what's happening. I think because you just were doing a bunch of weird stuff, Jeremy.
I was doing no weird stuff at all.
Well, you were going bup, 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 trying to get through
My
it all.
concern is these people are having a great conversation amongst themselves. If we leave the
know.
live chat,
Is there any way... No.
Gump.
it's not gonna work.
Gump said Jeremy.
How about...
Jeremy loves talking about Dogman. Is that Rodney?
is there a Rodney in the chat?
No, can't be.
Or it could be a Nick Daniel posing as a Rodney.
How
Could
about-
be.
How about we just hold a computer up to the screen of someone's...
This is really janky, man.
I
This is
know.
totally Jeremy rigged. Let's do. I mean, I can. This is what I'm going to do. I think this is probably the best course.
Okay.
I'm going to quit the app
Uh-huh.
temporarily, reload it, restream, and then that's the thing. People have to go back to Patreon to get the new link to recap.
Ask them if they're willing to do that, to play
All
more
right,
videos.
show of hands to keep this going to play more videos specifically. We're going to have to quit the app and restart it, but we will repost the link in the latest Patreon feed.
Yes.
Is that too much to ask you guys to do?
Or do you just want us to keep talking? and
Yeah,
we'll
we can
talk
just
about
not
stuff?
do videos anymore. if
That's another thing too. Is the issue?
Oh, it's the Zachary.
or
think I'm-
no, it's probably Nick saying
That's
exact-
true. That's probably true.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
here we
John's
go.
gonna dance again.
Come on.
All right. Well, I guess it's up to us. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we should ask them.
Well, Lindsay says, by the way, new patron. Thank you, Lindsay. Thanks for being here. She says, "Hell yes."
John, you're having the best time, and sober. You know, you can't see your face though, so you're missing your big grin.
Do.
John, this is not John happy hour.
What is happening over there, man?
All right, maybe it's a good
I feel
time.
like you need alcohol. I'd rather you be angry than a happy dancer.
I love how it's cutting back and forth.
Okay. I just hope everyone heard that. Well, we will find out, I suppose.
Well, no, let's just see what they should answer.
Everyone, do what you got to do.
John, they should answer us.
Do it.
Everyone so far.
Everyone seems to be cool.
Oh,
with it,
okay.
so-
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Well, if you weren't dancing, maybe you'd be able to read
All right,
the
guys.
screen.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this quick. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna post a link in this YouTube video in the more info so people can see part 2, and then I'm going to
Also posted in Patreon.
post
right?
it in Patreon first so people can get back in there
Okay.
quick. So I'm gonna do this as fast as possible.
Sorry, guys and ladies.
Are you ready? You guys ready? We'll see you in a minute or 2. We got 43 in the stream right now. Let's see how many we keep.
Yeah, we hope to see you come back.
Yeah.
I know this
All right.
is like a good way to escape. This is like intermission in a movie. Yeah.
All right, guys.
See you in a minute.
Get ready. Now I'm gonna wait about 25 seconds because that's the delay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
You want to
'Cause
sing a
if
song?
I
while
cut
we
it
wait?
off and the delay's still going, they won't get the information about that. So
Okay.
is there something you want to just like boringly talk about or catch up on, me and you, since we never see each other anymore?
Hey, cheers to 2021 being a good year.
Beautiful year.
To our fans and our loved ones that are watching.
I don't like the term fans.
I know,
Can
that's
we
why I
say
said loved
friends?
ones right
Can we say
after.
friends and
To our
listeners?
friends and listeners
There you
and
go.
fellow belief holders, you are one with us and we are one with you, if you wish us to be.
Wow. Talk about pandering.
It's a good time to end it.
Yeah.
Before I get weird.
All right, guys. We will see
gonna get
you
weirder.
in a minute. If you want to tune in, I'm going to repost that link in the Patreon feed, and I will also post it in the info box here on this video after it's published. So
We'll be
hang
right
on
back.
to your butts. We'll see you in a minute. Fingers crossed.
That's a bummer. So it's
Hold on. Jeremy hasn't hit the end button for some reason.
I was matching with the time there.
It's on a delay.
I know. If you cut it off,
No.
if you cut off, they won't get the full thing.
All right, bye, guys. You can probably still hear us.